And action.
Action.
You teach the class. Huh?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Oh my God, no, not Bismillah. Okay, wait.
I did it wrong.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Do it again.
Bismillah wassalam.
Bismillah, not Bismillah too.
Oh, Bismillah. Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah.
Ala Rasulillah.
Ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi.
Wa ala alihi.
Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.
Aqim as-salat.
Aqim as-salat.
No, that was just okay. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Assalamu alaikum to you, Ahmed and Maryam.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
So, you guys did your homework, right?
Yes.
You did? Because in case you didn't, I thought that because I'm from Pakistan and we believe in, proper children's education, that I bring some teaching props to help you learn better. Educational tools, And so, I thought that I should keep this handy, in case your review's not going well. Next time you say anta, antuma, antunna, I remind you in a way that, it'll go in your head,
You just have them lying around.
You don't know what else I got lying around. And in case, you guys are, messing up on the exam that's coming up, there's also the matter of, yes, I slaughter my own animals. Okay, so, but anyway, I want to start today with reviewing pronouns and get right to work. So let's start with page 24 first.
Okay.
The homework on page 24, and we'll come back to page 20. So everybody, turn to page 24, and let's get right to work. So the first one I translated anfusukum, and I wrote there yourselves, right? The thing that I want now for everybody is you're going to follow a certain process, and that process means you have to be out loud. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to say, and then you're going to learn to say it. Kum comes from antum, meaning all of you.
Yeah.
So what did I say about kum? Kum comes from antum, meaning all of you. So whatever pronoun you see, then you say comes from blah, 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 meaning blue, blue, blue.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to do that for all of them.
Yeah.
Okay? So what that means is when you see an attached pronoun, you can remember what the original one was.
Yeah.
Right? And that's going to be a little bit of an exercise. You guys have gone over the pronouns multiple times. You've done this homework exercise. Hopefully that becomes a little bit easier now. Okay? So let's start with kum. Kum comes from
antum. Antum means all of them.
Meaning all of you.
All of you. Yeah.
That's why the meaning will be yourselves. Right? Now, somebody emailed me a question. It said, Ustad, why did you say yourselves? I'm confused. You should have said all of yourselves. Right? That's because in English, you say yourselves. When you say selves, the word your is understood to be plural anyway. English and Arabic are different. So if I'm talking to one person and I say your class, I could be talking to Maryam and say your class. Yeah. I could be talking to both of you and say your class. I could be talking to thousands of students and say, hey, your class. Right? Yeah. So the word your was anta, the word your was antuma, the word your was antum or antunna or anti. It's just your in English.
Yeah.
Like English is just, it's in some things it's simpler.
Yeah.
So they just have the word you, and you could be for a man, a woman, it could be for two, it could be for many. You works, right? But in Arabic, you've got 6 different kinds of you.
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, the meaning would be yourselves. Let's do the second one. Bahyukum.
Bahyukum comes from antum. Antum means all of you.
That's it. And therefore, the meaning will be your rebellion. And or if you were going to be texting about it, y'all's rebellion.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the rebellion of all of you. If you really want to communicate in English that it's plural, you can say the rebellion of all of you. But your rebellion is fine. Zukhrufaha. Maryam, what do you think? The whole thing. Blank comes from blank, meaning blank.
Ha comes from here.
Yes.
And that means she. So
good.
She glitter?
Well, not she glitter. It'll become her glitter.
Oh, her glitter.
Her glitter.
I just put an S at the end, so she glitters.
So let's talk a little bit about this. It's going to hurt your brain, but it's okay. It's early in the day, so hurting your brain is completely fine. she, her, and hers.
Mhm.
Okay. Or actually, with he is even harder. He, him, and his.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's give me an example of an English sentence with the word he.
It is
No.
his.
Okay. No, with the word he.
He likes chocolate.
He likes chocolate.
Okay. He likes chocolate. Which kind? I'm a chocolate fanatic.
Chocolate milk.
Which kind? You can't just have chocolate milk.
What?
Which
Chocolate.
brand? Which kind?
And
Like,
Reese's.
you know what the most amazing thing ever in the world is?
What?
German chocolate milk.
Yeah, it is.
And there's one Swiss brand, I think, cacao.
Cacao. Oh yeah, we got that.
God, you will die. It's got a little cow on it.
Oh yeah,
Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Forget a diet, just cacao.
cacao.
Okay, anyway, he likes chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sentence with the word him in it. English.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it?
that's okay. Any of you, other of you? Yeah.
Oh, we can't see the screen.
Oh, you can't see the screen.
It's him.
No, just give me something a little better than it's him.
It's him. He comes to the masjid.
No, there's two sentences. Just a simple sentence with the word him in it.
It's him.
No.
I can't think of any of them.
You can't think of anything?
Him. No. You want-
I saw
him.
him.
Oh, I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
him.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard him.
I heard him. Okay, I saw him. His.
His
favorite
watch.
color.
That's not a sentence, but his favorite color is
Blue.
Blue.
okay.
He's sad all the time. That's no, I'm joking.
Okay. Now, is he in this sentence?
Mhm.
What's the fi'l? Remember that
Fi'l.
first day exercise from
Yeah.
back in the day when we were so
Likes.
much younger? Yeah, likes. Yeah. So who's the doer?
He.
So he is what status?
Rafa.
Yeah, he's Rafa.
And then chocolate would be.
Oh wow, that's trademark. Rafa. Okay.
Mhm.
I saw him. Who's the doer?
Or I.
I.
Yeah.
So what is him?
Him is a detail.
Therefore, what status?
Jad.
Details are what?
Nasib.
Nasib.
Oh, Nasib. Yeah.
His favorite color. What's the status of the word his?
Rafa.
Rafa. Wait, no. His is
His favorite color. Favorite color.
favorite color is
If I said his car,
Yeah.
it would be car of his, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Favorite color of his. Isn't the word his after of?
oh,
Yeah.
this is Jad.
Yeah, because it's a mudaf ilayh, it's jar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now let's go back up. What I'm learning from that is, in English,
Mhm.
the word he is rafa, the word him is nasab, and the word his is jar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, the word she is rafa, like she likes ice cream.
Yeah.
She's the doer.
Mhm.
The word her is nasab because I say I saw her, so she's a detail. I don't say I saw she.
Mhm.
I say I saw
Her.
her, and the word her can also be jar, like I can say her book,
Yeah.
which is book of hers,
Or book of hers.
book of hers, right? So her can be jar also, but she is not jar.
Yeah.
Now, in the exercise that you were doing, you're right. Maryam, you said ha comes from hiya, and that means she,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But is the word ha rafa?
No.
No, because it's an attached pronoun. That can't be rafa. It's the original one that's rafa,
Yeah.
right? So this can only be what? Nasab
Nasab
or
Jar.
jar. Well, if it was rafa here, then you can say she.
Yeah.
But it's not rafa because you see, she is rafa, her is nasab, or her is jar.
Yeah.
And since this is jar, it's a mudaf ilayh, you have to say what? Her glitter.
Yeah. Her glitter.
And that makes more English sense too than she glitter.
Yeah.
Okay. Amruna, same process, Ahmed. Amruna.
Na is from nahnu.
Good.
Nahnu is we.
Good. Good.
We command.
No, not we command. Let's try that again. Look at this again. We
Uh-huh.
and the word us and the word our. I need your super attention on this, okay? We study. We study.
Mhm.
He teaches us. Our head hurts. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I use the word we, and I use the word he, us,
Mm-hmm.
and I use the word our. Right.
Mhm.
Now, which one of these is rafa? We.
We. Yeah.
Because we're doing the studying. But are you paying attention?
Yeah.
So we're doing the studying. So we're rafa, right?
Yeah.
He's doing the teaching, but who's he teaching?
Us.
So we're a detail of the
Yeah.
act.
So nasab.
So we're nasab. Us is nasab.
Yeah.
So we is rafa, and us is
Nasab.
nasab. And our head is the head of ours.
So
Our heads hurts.
Yeah.
Our heads hurt. Not our head hurts. That means both of you have one head.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. So our would be jar
Yeah.
because it's after of.
Mhm.
Now, in Arabic, we is nahnu,
Oh, okay.
right?
Mhm.
We nahnu is we, remember?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nahnu.
And the attached version is what? Na.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
So the attached version na can only mean us or our.
Yeah.
The attached version means us or our. So it doesn't mean we.
Oh, okay.
But obviously in English, we and us and our is all talking about we, right? It's talking about us.
Yeah.
But you have to pick the right word.
Mhm.
So here, amruna, because it's a mudaf ilay, it's jar. So it's our command.
Our command. Oh,
Okay. Questions about that thus far? Jawad?
I was seeing some questions about why it's our instead of us. So I think you just covered that.
Us command is not English. That's why.
So we command.
Yes, Yolan, keep the spirit to study. Very good. Qawmahum, our command is correct.
How come it's not we
Qawmahum.
command?
Kamahum.
No, why isn't it we command?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
wait.
comes
Well, let
from
me take their question first, guys.
yeah.
Listen to their question. Somebody asked, why shouldn't it be we command?
Mhm.
We command. First of all, the word we in Arabic is nahnu.
Oh, okay.
That's the first thing.
Mhm.
The second thing is command here. I didn't mean it as a fi'l. I meant it as an ism.
Oh, okay.
Meaning a fi'l is we command, they command, you command, I command. But I meant our command as in our so we, if I replace the word command with instruction,
Mhm.
not the word instruct, but instruction.
Mhm.
My mouse handwriting is getting really good.
It is.
Okay. You wouldn't say we instruction, right?
No.
You would say what?
Our
Our instruction.
instruction.
So it's
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And if you want to use that, then here it should not. If this was qawmuna, let's just say the next one. Qawmuna. If I changed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it would be. Should we say we nation or our nation?
Our nation.
Our nation,
Yeah.
right? So the we wouldn't make sense there.
Mhm.
Anyway, so qawmahum. Let's do this one. Qawmahum.
Yeah.
Whose turn was it?
It's mine. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
go
your
ahead.
turn.
Yeah. So hum comes from hua
Pakistan. No.
hua huma hum, and it means it's the masculine they.
No, that's just they.
They.
Yeah.
But then we would change.
So then what would you say here? They nation?
Their nation.
Their nation.
Yeah.
Very good.
Say no.
Their nation.
Airbender.
Got it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ahlaha.
Ahluha.
Ahluha. Oh, yeah,
Mm.
sorry. Ahluha. This is from
Say the word.
Ahluha.
No,
This,
say the part that you need to say.
oh, ha comes from
Good.
Hia.
Yes,
And
meaning
Hia means she, but
Good.
we're gonna have to exchange that bad boy or bad girl, and then for her.
okay, her, yeah. Her. Yeah.
I was trying to make it sound catchy, but then
Her family.
It was feminine, so
Yeah.
I,
Her family, her people, her dogs. You're very
Yeah.
culturally apt. Very good.
Mhm.
Hududahu.
Who comes from hua?
Who it comes from? Who comes from Hua?
Who?
Yeah,
Okay, who comes from hua, and it means
I know. Do
he.
you know who comes from
So
Hua?
it's
yes,
I don't know who.
Hua.
Oh, that's who?
No, who comes from Hua, and Hua is the pronoun. That's just an attached pronoun.
Who though? Okay. Hold on.
Who though?
so who comes from hua? Which
Yes.
means he.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to change. It's his boundaries.
His boundaries. Very good. مكانكم.
Kum comes from antum, and antum means you, but we're gonna
You?
have
No, it doesn't mean
no,
you.
both of you.
No, it doesn't mean both of you. Remember, both pronouns always have an alif at the end. Kuma.
Kuma.
Antuma, kuma. This doesn't have an alif at the end.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah.
This ain't no both.
Yeah. Hunna, anta, antuma, and.
You know how I remembered that when I was learning?
Uh-huh.
Because I always got confused between kuma and kom.
Mhm.
The kuma has an alif at the end, right?
Yeah.
So that's like a +1, which makes it 2. Alif is like an
Oh,
alif.
okay.
Alif is like a 1.
Mhm.
So I thought of it as a +1, which
Cool.
makes it 2.
Oh.
So
yeah.
this doesn't have a +1, so it's many.
Oh.
But a
okay.
+1 makes it 2, so it's
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So
anyway.
kum is all of you, right?
yeah, all of you. Yes.
All of you, but we're gonna have to go back to our roots for the beginning. So we're just gonna put your place.
Your place. Very good. Or y'all's place if you want to go
Yeah.
Texan. بمثله.
He comes from hua, so that's his mother. With
Yeah.
his example.
With his example. Very good. Very good. Questions thus far?
Not on the pronouns themselves. I was seeing some questions about the haraka before the pronoun.
We'll see that in a bit. I'll explain that in a bit when we go back to Idafa. Fali ummihi.
Oh, this is my turn.
Yeah.
He comes from hua, and hua means he, but we're gonna have to exchange that for his mother.
Yeah, then for his mother. Fali ummihi. Cool. By the way, in Fali ummihi, lots of words.
Mm-hmm.
Fa means then.
Then
Li is a harf of jar,
so that means with,
which means for.
for. Then for.
For. Means mother.
Yeah.
Is light and no alif lam.
Mudaf.
And it became jar because of the li.
Li, yeah.
So li ummi.
Mhm.
And then the ummi part is the mudaf and the he part is the mudaf ilayh. And it all came together and became for his mother. Ahlihinna.
Ahlihinna. Go. Tishan.
Okay, so henna comes from I'm trying to remember what this comes from.
Okay, so to go over the original pronouns again. Hua, homa.
homa, hum, hiya, homa, hunna. Hunna, so it's hunna. So henna comes from hunna, so it means, and that means henna means. What does henna mean? It's the you, right?
No, it's not the you.
It's not.
Mm-mm. Hia means she.
Mhm.
Huma means both of them.
Both of them.
Hunna means
Y'all ladies.
no, not y'all ladies.
Them. All of you ladies.
Them ladies.
And them ladies.
The
Said all of
the
you.
word. So remember the words that have h in them,
Mhm.
like hua, huma, hum, hia, huma, hunna. The first 6 words all have h in them, right?
Yeah.
When they have h in them, that means they're far away. And when you say the word you, that's a person you're talking to, so they're not far away. So h is always far
Far
away.
away.
Them
Yeah.
ladies.
Okay. So it's never going to be you ladies, because if you say you ladies, that means they're right here
Yeah.
because you're talking to them.
Mhm.
And whenever you have ant in the word, that means they're right here. So you have to use the word you.
Yeah.
So that'll be the difference between hunna and antunna.
Yeah.
Okay. So hunna will be them ladies.
Mhm.
So those women's family, or them ladies' family. You could even say their family, and you could put a parentheses feminine.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put the film thing.
Their family.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ahmed.
The
Ihdahunna.
Yeah, hunna is the pronoun, so it would be them, one of them.
Yeah, them ladies.
Yeah.
One of those women.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Put a feminine. So.
Yeah. Very good. Hunna comes from hunna, meaning them ladies.
Yeah.
Very good. Shuraka'ukum.
Come comes from antum, which means all of you.
Very
So
good.
this one would be your associates.
Your associates. Brilliant. Saduqatihinna.
Hinna comes from hunna.
Hmm.
Hunna is them ladies, so their feminine marriage gifts.
Their marriage gifts, yeah. Those women's marriage gifts.
Mm.
Very good. Amali.
And
Amali.
this comes from Anna,
Mm-hmm.
and that means I. So you would say my action.
My action. Very good. E comes from ana,
Yeah.
which means I, therefore my action. Rabbika.
Rabbika ka comes from ka comes from antuma.
Mm-mm.
No, wait, no.
No, don't.
Yeah. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum.
Well, you're doing the attached, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's smarter to not just say the huwa huma hums, but say huwa becomes da. Huwa becomes, because you're trying to find this guy.
Becomes
So huwa becomes?
Hu. Huma becomes hum.
Huma doesn't become hum.
No, huma becomes huma. And then hum becomes hum.
Mhm.
Hiya becomes he.
Mm-mm.
Or no, hiya becomes ha.
Mhm.
Huma becomes huma. Hunna becomes hunna. Anta becomes ka. Oh, anta. So ka rhymes with anta. Anta means you, but you can
Yes.
put your Lord.
Yep, your master. Very good. Excellent job, you guys. Your Lord, your master. Okay, so the command thing, somebody still asked, Amruna is our command, but somebody said, well, why can't we say we command? Because that's a fi'il, and that's a present tense fi'il, and you haven't learned that properly enough yet.
Okay.
So it's not. This is an ism. So we can't translate it like that. It'll be our command or our instruction. Okay?
Okay.
That's the right translation. There's no possible way to look at Amruna and say we command.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist. Okay, let's go to page 20, everybody. Before I go to page 20, any questions about page 24 from you guys, from the internet?
On number 12, we said it was ihdahunna was one of them, right?
Yeah,
Could it also be one of theirs?
it could be one of theirs, yes. One of theirs. No, it would be one of them. One of theirs would have been li ihdahunna, yeah. That's something else. That's more like belonging to one of them. So it's a more loaded statement. So it would be one of them. It wouldn't be one of theirs. Other questions?
Somebody asked, how can we tell the difference between independent and attached pronouns, and how do we know when it's a part of a word or when it's a pronoun?
Well, you memorized them, so you should be able to recognize them. Now, the problem is this, guys. Like, if I say the word kitab, what's the last letter? Ba, right?
Yeah.
And I can attach a hu or a ha or a na or whatever, right? But if I say dua, or if I say, let's say, what's a good word? Du'a'un, right? So du'a'uka, du'a'una, du'a'uhum. You can't actually attach to a hamza.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Like shuraka'ukum, you notice the kum is actually not physically attached. And I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I can't do this. Right? So
Yeah.
some letters just they have personal space issues. So they don't want to be attached.
Yeah.
But that's still considered an attached pronoun.
Okay.
How are you going to know? Experience. That's how you're going to know. And I'm not leaving you to read Quran by yourself yet. We're going to read it together. When we're done with this 2 rounds of fundamentals, then the fun starts. Then we're going to actually there's I have to give you a picture of what's coming ahead, but for now I just want you to focus on what we have at hand. And what we have at hand means you're not engaging the text yourself. What we have at hand right now is you're just mastering the examples that we're covering.
Yeah.
And you understand them completely. Then we're going to go into the book together. We're going to go into Quran together. A lot of you will get very depressed because you're going to take these hours of lessons and then you're going to think, I'm ready. And you're going to open up Quran and say, I'm not ready. Because you're not ready. And it's not time for you to do that yet. The time will come. Be patient with me. I want you there too, but I don't want you there prematurely. And you learn how to swim in a bathtub, and you're ready for like the ocean against the cliff, during high tide. You're not ready. So just easy, and we'll get there together, inshallah. I promise you that. That's my intention, to get you there and beyond. Okay. I was even daydreaming today because it's the dream program. You have your dreams, right? For some of you, it's turned into a nightmare program, but you have your dreams. I have mine. My dreams are that I'm going to be reading, Ma'ani and Nahwu and some of the books that I've always wanted to teach them, like always wanted to read through all of them cover to cover, but actually go through them and explain them to a student and have them read to me and have them explain to me. And that's going to be my goal, that I want to get you to the point where you guys are reading some very advanced things with me. But we'll get there one step at a time. And these are important steps. No rush. I've decided I'm completely comfortable not rushing through this.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. And I don't need to, even if something we go through went a little fast for you, like pronouns, we reviewed the pronouns yesterday and that hit you too hard. Even if I do that, that doesn't mean we're never going to come back to it and I expect you to know it 100%. We're going to come back to it again. And the next time it'll be easier. And the next time it'll be easier until that's second nature. So it's just the nature of how I teach and how this is going to progress. So don't let anxiety about not remembering everything, not knowing everything, that anxiety will ensure that you don't succeed. And that anxiety will ensure that you keep forgetting stuff. So let stress go, just enjoy yourself in learning, free your mind and just chill. But the only thing I do ask of you is focus. Don't multitask. Don't have this open and then have other windows when you're WhatsApping or texting, because multitasking is kind of pre-programmed in us. We want to do it all the time. We have multiple screens we're dealing with all the time, right? So that's one thing you're going to have to fight. That's if you can give me focus, you're going to see results, And if you're losing focus, I would rather you not even be in the live class sometimes. If you're losing focus that bad, that you hit pause, take a break, go in a corner, cry, bang your head against the wall, whatever your process is, make wudu, splash your face, and then come back and then continue. So that reminds me of a story. I was in an i'tikaf and we were studying Quran with Dr. Abdul Sami, my Arabic teacher in New York, way back in the day. And we had it was off, like it was spring break from college. So I lived in the masjid for that spring break, right? And we had this like all day thing that we were doing. In the morning, Sirah, then Quran, then like history, and then Arabic. And like, it was like 7 days like that, right?
Okay.
So it was Friday. And one of the guys, he wasn't from college. He actually had a job and he called in sick to do the thing, right? He wasn't sick, but he called in sick to do the thing. And he got a text, back in the day, he got a page on his beeper. You guys don't even know what a beeper is.
What is a beeper?
Don't worry about it. Let's just call it a text message, okay? So he got a text message from work. Are you still sick? And it was Jummah, and it was like 11 o'clock a.m. and it's before Jummah. And we're in the class. He goes, "Oh, my work! I should call in sick again." So I turned to him. I was like, "You're gonna lie in the masjid on Friday?" He goes, "You're right. I should go outside."
You said you're right. I should go outside.
So, anyhow, other questions from page 24 before I go to 20?
Can you explain the he, him, his thing again?
Oh, the whole, okay. So in English, let's think about English for a moment, okay? In English, you've got the word he, and you've got the word him, and you've got the word his, right?
Yeah.
So let's start at the very basics. And let me put the screen away for a moment. I'll come back to the screen. If you had a movie and something was about he, the camera would be on the guy, he.
Yeah.
And if the word was him, like then they saw him and the camera would turn to him, it would still be about him. And the word his would still be about him. So if this was a picture dictionary and this was a movie about you, he would have a picture of you, him would have a picture of you, his would have a picture of you, right?
Yeah.
Like it's the same person.
Yeah.
Right? So if I say he traveled, right? He traveled.
Yeah.
That's Ahmed traveled. He.
Yeah.
But since he and him and his mean the same thing, maybe I should just say him traveled.
Him traveled.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Him traveled doesn't make sense. It's not good English.
Yeah.
What about his traveled?
No.
Does his traveled make sense?
No.
Only one of them makes sense. You know why? Because only one of them is rafa.
Yeah.
If you want him to be the doer, then you have to use
He.
he. Like he studied or he ate.
Yeah.
You can't say him ate unless you're in Jamaica or something. Him ate. But like you can't say anything other than he ate.
Yeah.
Right? But if I say I helped him, I can't say I helped he.
Yeah.
You can't switch these around. Yeah. Oh, sorry, screen. So I can't switch these around. I helped he.
Yeah.
I helped his. That doesn't make sense. It has to be I helped him.
Yeah.
It can't be I helped he.
Yeah.
You know what that means in English? That he is rafa. The English word he is rafa.
Yeah.
The word him is basically nasab. And the word his is basically jar. There are some exceptions, but basically. Okay? In Arabic, we've got huwa, which is he.
Yeah.
Because huwa is rafa, right?
Yeah.
That's why we translate it as he.
Oh, okay.
And the attached version is who or
He.
he. And that can be translated as him or his, depending on which makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this, because these are nasab or jar.
Mm-hmm.
And what I said about he, him, and his is they are nasab and jar,
Yeah.
right? So let's try another one. Nahnu,
Nahnu.
nahnu is we.
Yeah.
You know why it's we? Because we's a doer.
Mhm.
We studied, we ate, we traveled. That's why we translate it as we.
We walk.
But we walked. If I say na, the attached version,
Mm-hmm.
it's either us or our.
Yeah.
It's not going to be we.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll see one small exception to that, but the point is generally na will mean us or our.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's nasab or jar. And the English version of the nasab jar of we is us or our. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that makes some more sense. Other questions about 24? Okay, good. Let's move on to page 20.
Yeah.
Backwards. Same exercise.
Yeah.
Let's put the internet to work. I'm looking at number 7.
7.
Okay. The exercise I did with these kids on page 24, na comes from blank, meaning blank.
Yeah.
That's what I want from you guys. Write it out.
Yeah.
So write number 7 and quickly write na comes from something, meaning something. Go ahead. And Jawad, you can read the answers.
From nahnu. Nahnu means we.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Upon us. Very good.
I didn't know the meaning, so I just put we.
Yeah. That's okay if you forgot the meaning. That's fine. I'm not holding you to that yet.
Oh.
So na comes from nahnu, meaning we.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Qawmi.
This is my nation.
What do you guys get for qawmi?
E
Let's see it.
comes from.
Well, wait, let me hear. Let me see these guys.
Yeah. Internet. Today's Tuesday, right?
I don't even know what day it is. I've lost all track of
I'm
time.
saying.
It's Tuesday.
If COVID was enough to make you lose track of time, COVID plus this class, I don't even know what year it is.
Yeah. She can't forget a day because her
yeah,
birthday's
there's
coming.
exactly a week left.
What?
14. Astaghfirullah al-azim.
Okay. My nation. So, but the problem I want is E comes from ana, meaning I. Some of you got that right. E comes from ana, meaning I. Mahnur. Very good. That's the format I want, because that's how I know that skill has become a part of you.
Yeah, everybody's writing. I see it.
Right?
Mhm.
Now, let's go to number
10. You want to go down?
number
or
13. Yeah,
across?
we'll go 13. Qum. Tell me with qum. Same process.
Uh,
What do you guys tell me? Let me read it from you.
okay. Come.
Okay, got the E comes from ana. Move on, Ariq. Good job. Boo Bakari Wajdiri Hawa. Excellent job. Ashiq Ali, excellent job.
I keep forgetting to ask
Elma.
this one question.
Good job, Elma.
I keep forgetting to ask. I really want to ask this one question.
What do you want to ask?
It's, are you related to Amir Khan? Because he has your last name.
No,
You're not?
no. Sorry to disappoint.
Oh. I mean, y'all had the last name, and the other was from Pakistan.
There's about 20 million of us that have the same last name. So no,
Okay. I'm sorry.
probably descendants of the Mongol. But so anyway, wa'adakum.
And,
Kum. Help me, guys. Help me.
oh, kum comes from antum. Antum means you.
Kum comes from antum. Antum means all of you. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Good job.
بأنهم.
Be anna home. Help me with home, people.
Hum comes from.
Atiya, good job.
It's on the first part.
Yeah,
The first part.
Alif, good job. Sabina, good job.
Hum means.
Osma, good job. Your promise. No, I don't want the translation. I want the process for the pronoun.
Yeah, hum comes from hum, and that means you want to see the answer?
Mm-hmm.
They.
Yeah, home comes from home. That means they.
Mhm.
Why'd you put you?
Home comes from home.
Wait, which
That
one?
means
Oh,
they.
we're
Yeah,
on
no,
16.
yeah.
I thought we were on 13.
Okay, we're on 16 now.
Yeah.
Now I announce to the world that we are on 19,
19.
as it is on the screen.
In nani comes from ana, and ana means
Ni comes from
Ana.
ana,
means I.
means I. Very good.
It's like nani.
What is nani?
I don't know. I just hear my brother say it all the time.
Okay.
I think
Well,
it
nani in
means, like,
Urdu means grandma.
Really?
Yeah, your mom's mom. Ana.
Oh, okay. Ana. Oh, this is from nahnu, and it means.
Oh my
we.
God, no, Ana is not from Nahnu.
Ana.
Where's Ana from?
Oh,
Internet,
Ana.
answer the question. Where's Ana
Ana-
from?
Ana
Where
comes-
is Ana from?
Ana comes from Ana, and Ana means I.
Ana comes from Ana?
Ana.
Ana doesn't come from anything. Ana is the independent pronoun.
Oh, it is.
Yes, you're right. Ana comes from Ana.
Oh yeah.
Not Nahnu, we. No. Ana just means I.
Oh yeah.
Not every word I give you is an attached pronoun. You should recognize the independent ones too.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Don't hit me with
What did you
this.
say?
Let's say
hold
we.
on, you're right. It's a good
No.
idea.
No.
Ana is about to teach you a lesson.
Is this real? It's not real, obviously. But like,
It's
it heavy?
rubber.
is it heavy?
You're curious.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
fulfill your curiosity.
Where'd you even get this?
It's a meme.
It's a meme.
That's good. Turn it to one. Okay. Bihi.
So we had a question
Yes.
about innani.
What about it?
What's the difference between innani and inni?
Not yet. I'm not doing that yet because it'll divert from the class. That is coming, inshallah. Don't worry. It will come. All your curiosities about these things are noted. They're not forgotten. I had the same curiosities myself, but there will be a time for them in the progression of the course. If I answer that now, it diverts everybody's mind from what we're doing at hand. Okay, so inshallah, I will get to that. Some of you, if you want to send me more advanced questions or questions I didn't cover in class, you can email me. Some people are already doing that and I answer them. So things that I don't want to answer for everybody because it's not beneficial for everybody, but you can't wait. That's okay. You can just email me. I can answer you, inshallah. Okay. But sometimes those answers are complicated. And I'll give you a complicated answer. And if you're not ready for it, then you'll know why I didn't answer it for everybody. So, okay. Let's skip around a little bit.
Minhu?
Did you guys have trouble with this homework?
No, not really.
I think it should have been pretty straightforward,
It was straightforward.
right?
Yeah.
You guys had trouble with it online? With this homework on page 20?
I mean, it was just like pronouns. So.
The thing to remember is there's 2 times it's jar, there's 2 times it's nasab, right?
Yeah.
What are the 2 times it's jar?
2 times the jar is if it is the attached pronoun
Attached pronoun to what?
to a
Attached pronouns are jar twice,
if
nasab
it's,
twice,
if it's attached to an ism
right?
or if it's attached to a majrur,
A harf of jar.
a harf of jar. Yeah.
Good. Those are the 2 times it's
Yeah.
jar.
Mhm.
What are the 2 times it's nasab?
It's nasab if it is
Attached to
to
a fi'l.
Uh-huh.
fi'l and if it is from the harf of nasab.
Okay, very good. I want both of you to go to page 22.
I want to tell you special mudaf.
Mm-hmm. Mudaf and mudaf ilayh have of in between them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. These are words in Arabic. These few words that are on this page, they're called special mudafs. Okay?
Mhm.
Special mudaf means that every time you see them,
Yeah.
let me put some X's on here so you guys can so I can speak about them. Let's see. This one, this one, this one, and this one. The bottom 4, put X's on them. I'll explain those separately. The rest of these guys, if you see this word anywhere in the Quran, if you see duna, tahta, fawqa, bayna, ba'da, qabla, hawla, ma'a, ladun, khalfa, inda, amama, wara'a, qudama doesn't happen in the Quran. But if you see any of these words in the Quran, it's a mudaf.
Okay.
Doesn't matter where in the Quran, if you see any version of these words, it's a mudaf, which means the immediate word after them is a mudaf ilayh.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mudaf ilayh. Now, what makes them special? First of all, first thing that makes them special is you didn't have to do any analysis or research to find out whether they are mudaf and mudaf ilayh or not. Is it layn and alif lam? Is it jar? It's already done. It's solved. If you see ma'a, inna Allaha ma'a alladhina taqaw, it's okay. Ma'a is a mudaf, alladhina is a mudaf ilayh. فوقهم. If you see فوقهم, what are you going to say immediately? فوق is mudaf, hum is mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
عند الله, عند is mudaf, the word Allah is mudaf ilayh. Okay? So dunakum, duna would be mudaf and kum would be mudaf ilayh. You see any of these guys, these special mudafs, they are always, that's what makes them special. Immediately you can tell they are mudaf. Okay? And the next word is mudaf ilayh. Now what makes them special, additionally, is that these guys actually don't produce of most of the time.
Okay.
It says usually doesn't give an of meaning.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does, but usually doesn't. Like, let's try some, right? Let's try tahta. Tahta is one of these guys.
Yeah.
Tahta. What does it say tahta means?
Tahta means below.
Below. So if I say tahta al-ardi, ard means earth, right?
Yeah.
What does tahta al-ardi mean?
Below the earth.
Below the earth. You don't say below of the earth.
Yeah.
You just say below the earth
Mhm.
or under the earth. تحت الأرض.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Allah says in the Quran, لقد رضي الله عن المؤمنين إذ يبايعونك تحت الشجرة. تحت الشجرة. Shajara means tree. What does تحت الشجرة mean?
Below the tree.
Below the tree. Allah was happy with the believers as they gave you a pledge under the tree.
Oh, okay.
So Allah talks about when the Prophet ﷺ took a pledge from believers under a tree, and that pledge was pretty epic because you know what Allah said. Also, Allah said about that pledge. He said, "Yadullahi fawqa aydihim." Allah's hand, because you know when you give a pledge, you put hands on hands like that.
Yeah.
So Allah says Allah's hand was above their hands. Pretty epic. Yadullahi fawqa aydihim. So anyway, so these words are mudaf a bajillion % of the time.
Okay.
The word after them becomes automatically what?
Of. Oh no.
Mudaf ilayh, right? And you don't normally get an of.
Yeah.
The exception is these guys at the bottom. Let me show you these guys. Ayyu, ghayru, kullu, ba'du. You'll become more and more used to this vocabulary when we do vocabulary work. For now, you don't have to memorize them unless you're amazing Muslims. You can just learn their meanings. But if you didn't, it's okay because when we get into vocabulary study, this will come up anyway. These words are 99% of the time they're mudaf,
Okay.
but sometimes they're not.
Okay.
So obviously, if you saw, because it says kullu is one of them, right?
Yeah.
If you saw kullun fi falakin yasbahun, right? This is an ayah in Surah Yasin. Kullun fi falakin yasbahun. And somebody asked you, is kulluna mudaf? You would immediately say, no. Astaghfirullah. How can kullun be a mudaf? Why would you say that? Why would you say it can't be a mudaf?
Because it's not jar. Oh no, it's because
What makes a mudaf?
light and
Maryam, what makes a mudaf?
Light and no al.
Is it light?
no,
Kullun.
it's not
No,
light.
it's not.
How do you make it light?
Kullu.
Yeah, then it would have been a mudaf.
Yeah.
So if you see them heavy, then obviously, right? So ba'dukum awliya'u ba'din. Could ba'din be a mudaf?
No.
No.
Ba'di. could be
Ba'di might be,
Yeah.
right? So if I say ba'dukum, like that, immediately you know mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
How you know this special mudaf? Every time I see it with some word, it's a mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Unless I find it heavy, then I won't say that.
Yeah.
Okay? So far, so good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Ustad,
yeah.
a lot of questions about how these are different from the harf of jar.
Great question. How are these different from harf of jar? A long time ago, when you were much younger, we said an ism is a person,
Place.
place,
Thing.
thing,
Idea.
idea,
Adjective.
adjective,
Adverb.
adverb,
And more.
and special mudaf.
Oh. And special mudaf.
By what I meant by more is what?
Special
Special
mudaf.
Special mudaf. These guys.
Okay.
Now they sound like they don't make sense by themselves unless another word comes after them. So they sound like a what?
Mudaf.
No.
they
When a word doesn't
have
make sense and another word comes after it, they sound like a harf.
Yeah.
And some actually modern Arabic writers have actually classified these as harf also, which is absolutely wrong. These are not harf. These are isms and they are mudafs. A harf cannot be a mudaf. Let me show you why they can never be a harf. In the Quran, you find min ba'dihim. right?
Mhm.
Min is a harf of jar. You already memorized those. Ba, ta,
Ta,
kaf,
kaf,
lam,
lam,
waw,
waw,
min. Min makes the next word jar.
Jar. Yeah.
Does min make a harf jar or does min make an ism jar?
Some jar.
So whatever comes after min has to be an ism,
Yeah.
especially if it has status. Does it have status?
Yeah.
Yeah. Status is a property of an ism.
Mhm.
So ba'd is actually an ism.
Yeah.
On top of that, now because it's a special mudaf, the moment you see ba'd, you know it's a mudaf,
Yeah.
and you'll know that the him is a mudaf ilayh. A harf of jar cannot come on a harf of jar.
Yeah.
A harf of jar can only beat up on an
Ism.
ism. And the fact that harf of jars beat up on these guys
Yeah.
actually means that they have to be an ism.
Yeah.
Okay, even though they are the special category that other languages don't have, this is actually an ism. It has 4 properties like other isms.
Yeah.
The properties aren't as important. Their status is the most important property. Number, gender, type really doesn't matter for them because of their meanings, right? So
Yeah.
you're not really trying to do anything with that. So it's really just their status that's the most important thing. You'll notice also tahta, like above, right?
Mhm.
It seems to be usually a detail.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, where did you eat? Oh, under the tree, right? Or some of these have to do with time. Like, when did you go there? Oh, after Maghrib.
Yeah.
Before, after, right? Qabla,
Mhm.
before, and ba'da, after, like that.
Yeah.
So because they're usually details, that's why they're usually nasab. Okay, so that's another reason why they are different. Okay. Any other questions about them?
Yeah, some people are asking why we're not using of anymore.
Because they're special. These words you don't use of.
Yeah.
Okay, most of them you don't use because it doesn't make sense. Unless you really want to, I guess you can. You can say like ba'da al-maghribi. Ba'da means after.
After Maghrib.
Yeah, but if you really want to use of, you could just say after of the maghrib. Brother and sister, they're going to be the iftar after the maghrib of the.
I've never
At-
heard that.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
no, after maghrib.
Yeah.
You don't need of. Communicates the meaning without the of.
Yeah.
For other regular mudafs, sure, you need the of. But these guys, no. You're okay without it. Okay? They are like prepositions. Arabic prepositions. Stay away from the word prepositions. Call them special mudafs.
Yeah.
Okay. Sis and me. Be careful. That's
Sis and me?
Sis and me.
Yeah.
Both of you be careful.
Sister and me.
Why some of Surah Fatiha for Iyaka could be a mudaf? No, Iyaka is not a mudaf. No. Long distance? No, no long distance relationship. No, they're mudaf ilayh, which means they have to be right next to each other.
Mhm.
So if you want to use ladun,
No,
do we
are
have
they
to make that
asma
light?
mawsula? Absolutely not. They're not asma mawsula. That sounded like you said an intelligent thing, but alhamdulillah, you asked. No, they are not al asma al mawsula. They has nothing to do with al asma al mawsula, and nobody else knows what asma al mawsula means, and apparently you don't either. So that's good.
Seth,
Hmm.
if we want to use the word ladun as a special mudaf, do we have to make it light?
It's already light. Light means that you don't have an extra end sound.
Yeah.
This word's crazy. It's got no haraka.
Yeah.
So ladunka or ladunhu or ladunna, like that, or ladunni. So no, it's already light. The noon doesn't make a word heavy. Extra noon from page 6 makes it a word heavy. Okay, so those are your special mudafs. Now let's put them into practice. Theory can be confusing. Practice makes life easy.
Yeah.
So page 23.
23. Hello.
Idafa practice. This is tell me whether or not what you're looking at is a mudaf ilayh or no. We did some of them, but
Yeah.
we'll do them again and figure out why. It's not the answer that matters. It's how you get to the answer that matters. Okay, we finish this page and then we take our break. يدخل الجنة
يدخل جنة.
is the first word light and no al,
Yeah.
so that could be a mudaf.
Yes.
But al jannata is what status?
Nasab.
That means it cannot be a mudaf ilayh. It's good Arabic. It's just not mudaf
Yeah.
mudaf ilayh. So that's why it's an X, right? So that's a no. Number 5. I'm going to go
Burhan,
down
okay.
the list. Burhan means evidence.
Okay.
Now the rule is if you see an ism
Mhm.
and a pronoun, they have to be mudaf
Yeah.
ilayh. Okay.
Automatically.
Now, how did you know that Burhan is an ism? I said what word? What did I say Burhan means? Evidence.
Evidence, yes.
Evidence is an idea.
Yeah.
An idea is an
It's
ism. That's why this has to be mudaf
And
and this has to be mudaf ilay. Can you do the process for me? Kum comes from what?
kum comes from antum. Antum means all of you.
Which means if Burhan means evidence, what does Burhanakum mean?
But all of the evidence,
All of whose evidence?
all of your evidence,
Your evidence.
all of your
Y'all's evidence. Yeah. Kuntum sadiqina.
Kuntum. Kuntum, I don't think this is. No, wait, hold on.
What
No, it
status is it? What status is it?
It could be nasab or jar.
No, look at it.
Kuntum. Wait, kuntum comes from.
Does it have an ending sound?
No,
Okay. Does it have an ending combination?
no.
So there's no sound and there's no
Combination.
combination. Is it a pronoun? Well, the pronouns are either antum
Antum.
or kum.
Kum.
Is it any of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Tum.
Tum.
I didn't say that's an option. I said antum
Antum.
or kum, right?
Yeah.
The independent one is antum and the attached one is kum.
Kum. Yeah.
Is it any of those?
No.
Is it from page 18? No, it sounds something like it, but is
Yeah.
it actually from page 18?
No.
It's actually not from page 18,
Oh, okay.
which means this is not even an ism. If it's not even an ism,
The word is.
it can't be a mudaf.
Yeah.
A mudaf has to be an ism.
Yeah.
How did I know that again? Well, to be an ism, you have to have either an ending sound or an ending combination, or maybe you're a pronoun.
Yeah.
It's none of those.
Mhm.
If it's none of those and it's still a word, it's probably not an ism.
Yeah.
And so it's not an ism, which means the next word we don't even have to investigate anymore.
Yeah.
It's good Arabic, it's just not mudaf
Mhm.
ilayh. Okay? Arba'ata ashhurin.
Light and light. No al.
Light, no al.
So this does match the profile
Mhm.
for mudaf, and then ashuhurin. This is jar, so this matches. So
It
it's-
works, right?
Yeah, MD.
They're fully flexible, yes. Yawm al-hajji.
No.
Ye-
Al.
No al. Light.
So that looks good.
Yeah,
And then
so
the
this
next
is
one-
MD.
And then G is jar.
Yeah, jar.
Yep, so that's a
matches.
yes.
Oh, وأذان
وَأَذَانٌ.
وأذان.
Maria, what do you think? Is adhanun?
That's a combination, so it can't.
It's not a
Oh,
combination.
it's not. Oh.
Totally not. No. Which combination would it be?
Oh,
Anun, ainun, ainun.
No. It's not an ending sound.
It's not an ending sound. Wait, calm down. Take a deep breath. And now tell me, why couldn't this be a mudaf?
Because it's heavy.
Yes. See, it's all about breathing.
Yeah.
Your kung fu is so good when you breathe. It's a proper breathing exercise. Now look at this. Min, this is a trick question now.
Uh-huh.
Is this part a mudaf ilayh? Min Allahi.
Yeah.
You say yeah. Maryam?
Yeah, because the first one's light and it has no L.
Good. And the next one's jar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Let me ask the ummah of Islam. Is min Allahi a mudaf ilayh?
We're getting a pretty good mix of yes and no.
Good. That's what I wanted. No. Ufaq, yes. No. No. Yes, it is. Harun Nisa says yes, it is.
Then it cuts a
No,
word out here.
UNAC. No. Jar. Okay. Is min a harf of jar?
Min, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that bin?
Yeah.
It is?
Fatha, kaf, lam, waw, min.
Once you find a harf of jar,
Mhm.
it cannot be a mudaf.
Oh, yeah. Cannot.
A mudaf has to be an ism,
So,
but a harf of jar, let me guess, is a harf,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
This will be called a jar majroor. It will not be called a mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Got it?
Mhm.
If you see a harf of jar, you don't call it mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
غيظ قلوبهم. Is غيظ light?
Yeah, no N and not heavy.
No al?
Yeah, no L.
Okay. Is qulubi jar?
Qulubi. Yeah.
Yep, right here, bottom.
Mhm.
What about qulubihim?
Him, that is.
When you have an ism
some
and a pronoun.
pronoun. It makes mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Yep.
So,
And let me tell you something else. Everybody listen to this carefully. How did you know qulubi is an ism? I didn't tell you the meaning.
Mm.
You know how I knew? The fact that it's light, no alif lam on ghayda. The fact that qulubi is jar.
Yeah.
The fact that you found jar means it had to be an ism.
Yeah.
If it is an ism and then there's a pronoun, they have to be mudaf
Also
mudaf.
mudaf ilayh, yeah.
So it's a double whammy.
Yeah.
Okay? Ghayda qulubihim.
بِعَذَابٍ عَلِيمٍ. So bi'adhabin, this can cross out immediately because it's heavy.
Good. What is bi'adhabin?
Bi'adhabin, this is
This one you know.
bi'adhabin. Wasn't this a special mudaf?
Bi. Adhabin.
B
B, it's a harf of jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
So the B
ba.
part would be the jar.
jar, and then
This part would be the jar.
and this would be the majrur.
And this part would be the majroor.
Yeah.
B is jar and adhab is the majroor. Okay. And it cannot be a mudaf because it's heavy.
Yeah.
Muddatihim.
This is it's light
No.
null, and
Mhm.
then T. So this would be a mudaf and mudaf ilayh?
Yes, it would be a mudaf mudaf ilayh. Every time you have an ism
Oh yeah.
and you have a pronoun, it's a mudaf
Then mudaf
and
ilayh.
mudaf ilayh. Kulla marsadin.
Kulla has no L, it's light.
Yeah, and then marad.
And it's a special mudaf, remember?
Yeah. And then
So automatic, kulla is mudaf,
Yeah.
and this is mudaf ilayh.
Ghafuran, 41. So it can't be.
Ghafurun rahimun.
Yeah, it can't be because it's heavy.
But it's in the Quran.
But it doesn't matter if it's in the Quran.
Astaghfirullah, brother.
It's
It's in the Quran, and you say no?
no, because it's heavy. Heavy means no.
But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it's heavy.
Yeah, I know he said that, but it's no mudaf.
Good. It's Arabic, but it's not mudaf.
Yeah,
Not everything has to be mudaf ilayh.
yeah.
You know what happens with students? They learn one thing like mudaf ilayh. They're like, everything should be mudaf ilayh now. Why aren't you? There's a little more to Arabic than just mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
عند المسجد.
Oh yeah, this is mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Good, because Inda is a special mudaf from that
Yeah.
list. Yep. And you can see it works,
Yeah.
right?
49, I believe it is also.
Oh, there's something else going on. So, and that's special mudaf,
Yeah.
which means Rasuli is definitely mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
And Rasuli is attached with what? He. And whenever you get that, you get a mudaf and
mudaf.
mudaf ilayh.
So it's right.
So Rasuli is both.
Yeah.
I'll let you figure this one out. I'll give you guys 30 seconds.
No. I say no.
I need to know why.
Because
No, you wrote a long time ago there, but I need to know why.
you're right. So
You guys too. Tell me yes or no, and if you say yes, why? And if you say no, why not? On 53. I don't want just the answer. I want your reasons. No, verb is not a good reason because we don't know that. Even if you didn't know that.
I think I know Ustad.
No, even if you know it's not a sub.
Is it 'cause
No,
of
not the ending combination is not a good reason. No, no,
Is it
no.
because of the Tamarbuta?
What did I say? Go back to the basics. How do you find a mudaf?
Light,
light,
no.
no, al.
Looks like light noel.
And
Yeah.
then if the next one is jar.
Jar.
and
So
it's
is
not
it?
Jar. No.
It's not just.
So it's not.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't know it's a fi'il, if you none of that stuff. And you're right, it's not a combination. Actually, as I'm thinking about the way you said it, you're like, it should be like this. Because you don't write an alif when
Yeah.
you make it light. So yeah. But even then, if this was allegedly a mudaf ilayh, how could it be? You're like nasb, dude.
Yeah.
You're so not. So not.
Trying to scam us.
Ayman. It's good Arabic though.
Yeah. It
It's
is.
in the Quran. So okay.
Oh,
Aymanahum. Ayman means oaths.
okay. So this,
Oaths.
Otis.
Oaths.
Otis. Nahum. Oh yeah, this is definitely for sure because of the ending combination.
No, it's not a
No,
combination.
because if it's a pronoun. Pronoun, light no al, I believe it makes mudaf.
That's right. Pronoun light noel.
Did right. Utah?
They're oaths. Oaths. Not
Okay.
Utah.
There is not Utah does not
I'm
have
joking. Calm down.
Okay.
What
So-
do you mean?
Sudura qawmin.
Sudura qawmin.
Faiza, that's a good answer. Salata is not jar. Good answer.
Yeah, this is mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
This is a mudaf ilayh. Like no alif lam
Mhm.
followed by jar.
Yeah.
Simple, basic, standard thing.
We're doing all 72.
I know it hurts your feelings. We'll just do first column and give you a break.
No.
Al Firdausi nuzula.
It's not a
No, 'cause of al.
Why not?
Because of al.
It's one of the names of Jannah. How you say no?
Because al doesn't make a mudaf.
Yes.
Al hates mudaf. Al's like,
Okay.
not here.
What if I like crossed it out? Would it still be okay?
No, but it's still there.
What if I would pretend it's not? Then what?
Well then, yeah. No, because of lan.
Yeah, because the next word is still not mudaf
Yeah.
ilayh. Yeah. Jama'a malan. This looks good.
No.
This looks good.
No, because this
Oh,
is
yeah, it's not.
jar.
You're right. Fine. All done with the column?
Yeah.
Enjoy a good 10-minute break. Live your life.
Live life.
You guys, if you don't want to have a break, then solve the next ones or figure out why they are. We did this a while ago, but solve them again and figure out why they are and why they're not.
Ustad.
Why do you want to take your screen over?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, send it to me. Yes, I got it. Okay. All right.
All right, Bismillah. Okay, number 9. Let's go with number 9. So number 9, kuntum sadiqina. While this might look like it could be a mudaf ilayh, we need to pay attention to the first word. The first word here, it might look like it's an attached pronoun, but if we actually go through the process and look at all the different versions of attached pronouns, we'll see that this ending here, tum, is not any of the attached pronouns. Remember, when the attached pronouns, the you attached pronouns get attached to a word, they don't look like tum anymore. It would be kum, right? Ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna. Not ta, tuma, tum. So this is not something that we know yet. It's not an attached pronoun, even though it might look like that at first. This is something that we haven't learned yet. This is a type of fi'l, right? Remember when we went over fi'ls at the end of the previous intensive, I believe we used the word nasara, but when we got to the second person, we said nasarta, nasartuma, nasartum. So this is a fi'l. It's not even an ism. So it can't be mudaf ilayh because the mudaf and the mudaf ilayh both have to be isms. So this is not an ism. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Amina. Khadija, why can't aqamu be mudaf? Why can't aqamu salata be mudaf? Well, there's a number of reasons. One of them is aqamu is a fi'l. It's not an ism. Mudaf has to be a ism. Second of all, the mudaf ilay, a mudaf always needs a mudaf ilay, and mudaf ilay always has to be jar. As-salata is not jar, it's mansoob, it's nasab, right? It's in the nasab status. So even if aqamu was a fi'l, this still would not be a mudaf ilay because as-salati is not majroor. It's not in the jar form. I hope that makes sense. Number 32. Why is number 32? We haven't covered 32 yet. I'm not going to go over 32 by writing it. I'll just say al-qaraba is a fi'l, and also rahma is not jal. So it doesn't fit any of the criteria for mudaf ilayh. That's why 32 is not. Okay, number 69. Jama'a. While jama'a, again, so whenever you're looking for an idafa, don't only look at the first word, right? Because sometimes you'll come across a word that looks like it's light and it doesn't have alif lam. So it could be a mudaf, but it's never a mudaf until you find a mudaf ilayh. You never have a mudaf until you found a mudaf ilayh, right? And malan cannot be mudaf ilayh because it's mansub. It has fatha, malan, not malin. If it was malin, then maybe we could talk about it. But it's not. It's malan. So it cannot be a mudaf ilayh, which means jama'a cannot be a mudaf. Walid, it's because they don't use ab, and some other reasons that we will get into when we start talking about translations and a little bit more advanced in Arabic. But for right now, just go with because they don't use ab. Is there an echo in my voice? I know the kids can be heard, but I can't do anything about that. Okay, number 38. Number 38, we haven't done that yet. Right? I believe we only did the first column. So let's, if you want to ask about specific examples to be repeated, then keep it in the first column. Also, some of you are asking about the email. I put the emails on the document. If you just look at my screen, the top one is for Arabic questions, the second one is for tech questions, and then if you need the resources, that's the third link. So inshallah, just follow those. Mavish 69 is already on. It's already on the screen. I just finished explaining that one. Number 46. Let's see. Number 46. The word la at the beginning is a harf. It's not an ism. Well, okay, Mavish, the short answer is the easiest way we can tell is if we look for a mudaf ilayh and we see malan is not jal, so it can't be a mudaf ilayh. If we don't have a mudaf ilayh, then jama'a is not a mudaf, so there's no idafa. Okay, let me go to the resource page. Can you guys see? Okay. This is the studied resource page, dreamworldwide.net/study resource. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, we have the workbook, and we have the workbook answer key. this is the workbook answer key. Everything we're doing, the answers for them are all in here. So the one we're doing right now, I think is 24. Here, this is the page we're going over right now, 23. So it has the answers in here. Keep in mind, there might be a few answers that are incorrect, but the majority of these will be correct. Again, it's right here, the one that says download workbook answer key. That's the workbook answer key. Hafsa, special mudafs are isms, yes. Well, Shiraz, I just visited the page, so it has to be there.
Corners. If only the corners are flat.
Maybe you're not typing the page incorrectly. If you follow this link exactly, it should take you there. Please explain number 11. Okay, let's look at number 11. Okay, number 11, baynahuma. Remember when we just talked about page 22. Page 22 has a lot of words that are always mudaf, and bayna is one of those words. Bayna means between. It's a special mudaf. So we have a special mudaf, we have a pronoun attached to it. Attached pronouns can be nasab or jar. So in this case, it will be jar because we need it to be jar. So baynahuma is an idafa. Bayna is mudaf. Huma is mudaf ilay. This ba is not harf of jar. Remember, the harf of jar ba won't have a fatha, it will have a kasra, it will be b. And then it would need to be attached to an ism, and that ism would also be jar. So we can also know that this isn't ba because it's not making the word after jar. I made a really good try. I aimed for that one, but it made it all the way over here from there. 59. Let's get 59. Amri Rabbihi. So this is two idafas connected to each other. Amri is light with no alif lam, and then it's followed by Rabbi, which is jar, and then Rabbi is light and no alif lam, and it has an attached pronoun which can be jar, so it will be jar. So Amri Rabbi is one idafa, and then Rabbihi is another idafa. Amri Rabbi means the command of the Lord, and then Rabbihi means his Lord. So altogether we get the command of his Lord, or the command of his master.
So this is called points. So I'll start. You get 1 point for every shot you make. Doesn't matter which one. Doesn't matter which one. If you make it, you get an extra turn. If you miss, you lose your turn. I got one.
Maham number 53 is not an idafa. The second word is not jar. Will the word after a special mudaf always be jar? So we went over a few examples of when a special mudaf is not used as mudaf. In that case, no. But if it is being used as mudaf, then yes, because the ism after a mudaf, which is mudaf ilay, always has to be jar. Mudaf ilay is always jar.
We've only beaten him like 2 times. Yeah. That's because we each had like 2 turns. It's not just a
Maham, no, aqamu is not an ending sound because ending sounds belong to isms, and aqamu is a fi'l, which we haven't gone over yet in a lot of detail, so that might be a bit confusing, but we will go through it, inshallah. The gender of ana will depend on who's using the pronoun, right? If I'm talking and I say ana, I'm a guy, so it will be masculine. If Maryam, for example, is talking and she says ana, then it would be feminine. When a special mudaf comes with tanween, then it won't be a mudaf, because mudaf cannot have tanween. It has to be light. So if we see kullun, in that case, kullun, it's still a special mudaf in the sense that it belongs to the category of words that we're calling special mudaf. But grammatically, it will not be a mudaf. Shu'aib 53, again, we've talked about 53 a couple times. 53 is not an idafa. The first word is a fi'l. The waw cannot be a harf of jar because a harf of jar has to be followed by an ism. Aqamu is a fi'l. So no, that waw is not a harf of jar. Is number 15 mudaf ilay. Number 15 mana'an. No, that's 16. Kilta al-jannataini. Okay, this one's complicated. But yes, it's a mudaf ilay. Let me ask Ustad about this when he comes back. Sadiq, we crossed out the lower 4 special mudafs because there are some extra rules that apply to them. But generally, they will be mudaf. There's always exceptions. Whenever you learn a rule, you should always assume there's exceptions. You can't, it's very, very hard to ever say something is always this way or something is never this way, because there's always exceptions. That's the only rule that doesn't have exceptions is that there are always exceptions. 66 cannot be mudaf ilay because the second word is rafa'. It's marfu', not majrur. Okay, since I'm seeing that some people can't get access to the answer sheet, I'll paste the link directly. Also, if you go to the old videos on YouTube, you should be able to follow the link from the description of the videos. So like if you go to the day one, or not the day one, sorry. If you go to the intensive one videos, you'll see the link in the description and you can follow it from there. I am looking at the website as well. I'm looking at Facebook, both Facebook pages and YouTube and the website. But it's hard to look at all of them. It's hard to look at all of them all the time. So I might miss something.
I did it too lightly.
Pronouns can't be mudaf asma because it doesn't make sense. If you try to translate a pronoun as a mudaf, it just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, technically, he plays this game like a lot, so.
SJ, no. Hum and him, when you have an attached pronoun, hum and him it's not based off of status. Hum could be nasab or jar, and him could be nasab or jar. Hum and him is more of a reading thing, we look at the sound before it, and we decide hum or him based on the sound before it.
May I take over?
Yes. I don't know if you want to go into detail on this one, but this was one of the questions they had. كِلْتَ الْجَنَّتَيْنِ.
Okay. It's not the time for it. Some examples are more complex than others. Kilta is one of them. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Let's talk to you guys a little bit about, remember I said who becomes who or he,
Yeah.
right? So that's a little bit confusing for some people.
Mhm.
So I'll teach you something that will help you understand attached pronouns better now.
Okay.
And inshallah, it'll make things easier for you. But again, I need focus for the next 5 minutes, okay? From both of you and all of you. Super focus. A mudaf has 2 rules.
Yeah.
What are the 2 rules? It has to be light, no
no
al.
al.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to our basic mudaf, kitab,
Yeah.
right? And I'll add a pronoun, kitabuhu.
Kitabu.
Okay. Kitabahu and kitabihi. If the mudaf or the whatever you attach to a pronoun, if the sound on it was a kasra, an e sound,
Yeah.
or a ya,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Then you use the happier version of the attached pronoun.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm going to color them red. In kitabuhu, who is the attached pronoun?
Yeah.
In kitabahu, who is again the attached pronoun? And in kitabihi, he is again the attached pronoun, right? Let me tell you something. Each of these is jar.
Yeah.
Because each of these is a mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Did it matter that this one is who and this one is he?
No.
The sound didn't change because the status changed. The sound changed because before kitab, it was a B, so
Yeah.
it sounds better.
Mhm.
This is actually just Arabs want to sound cool thing.
Yeah.
It's nothing else.
Mhm.
Okay? Because they figured kitabuhi or
Yeah.
kitabihu
Yeah.
is too weird sounding. It's too much of a
Kitabiha.
mood swing.
Yeah.
So kitabihi is what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
Right? So that's actually why that happens.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna dig a little deeper. I'm gonna say, and this all 3 of these mean his book.
Yeah.
Which means the mudaf could be rafa, the mudaf could be nasab, and the mudaf could be
Yeah.
jar. And by the way, the mudaf could be singular, pair, or plural. The mudaf could be masculine or feminine.
Mhm.
The mudaf could be anything, and it doesn't have to match the mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's write some things in English and then think about them. Let me write some things. His book fell off the table. Okay,
Mhm.
I picked up his book. Okay, the cover of his book was torn.
That fall must have been excruciating.
Yes, it's a dramatic scene that I've been working on. It's a play I'm writing. Okay, but anyway, fall of book,
Follow
the fall. Okay, now I've used the word his book 3 times in this
Yeah.
set. I've said his book here, I've said his book here,
Mhm.
and I've said his book here on purpose,
Okay.
right? Now, when his book fell off the table, let's just focus on the book.
Yeah.
Okay, is the book doing the act or is he doing the act? Who's doing the act?
The book.
The book is. So the book is the doer.
Mhm.
I'll color the doer blue this time, right?
Mhm.
I picked up his book.
Yeah.
Forget about the his for a moment. What did you pick up?
Book.
So book is a detail.
Detail. Yeah. It's nasab.
It's nasab. So I'll change a color on it. I'll make it green. Right?
I read your mind.
The cover of his book. The cover of the book of his.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Technically, the word book is actually after of.
So this is a
So this would be, let's just pick, I don't know, like a brighter red.
harf.
It would be a jar.
Jar. Yeah.
I'll make it purple. Right?
Mhm.
Now in Arabic, I say kitabuhu.
Kitabu.
That's rafa.
Yeah.
I say kitabahu.
Kitabahu.
That's nasab.
Mhm.
That would be nasab.
Mhm.
And then there would be kitabihi. That would be jar.
Mhm.
Look, the mudaf ilayh is always jar.
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But the mudaf can be rafa, can be nasab, and can be
Jar.
jar. So the book this time was the rafa. So the Arabic here would have been kharra kitabuhu
Khara kitab.
min at-tawila. So kitabuhu would be used.
Yeah.
The point is, kharra you don't have to know yet, right? I picked up his book. So hamaltu kitabahu.
Mm-hmm.
I carried his book or I picked it up.
Yeah.
Kitabahu.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cover of his book, then this would be kitabihi.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Wajhu kitabihi. So that would be jar.
Yeah.
The point is, I want you to know that the mudaf will come in different ways.
Yeah.
Same way with rabbuhu.
Mm-hmm.
So you see rabbuhu, rabbahu, but rabbi, it's not going to be rabbihu, it's going to be rabbi he, right?
Mhm.
This is the same reason we don't say alayhum, even though some qira'at say that. We normally say alayhim. Because alay was a ya,
Yeah.
that's why you don't say hum, you say the him.
Yeah.
Okay, not because it's jar, even though hum would be jar. Like
Yeah.
when you say lahum,
Lahuma fis-
like lahum,
Uh-huh.
lahum ma yasha'una fiha wa ladaina mazid. Lam is a harf of jar.
Mhm.
So the hum is still jar here.
Yeah.
And in alayhim, in the Fatiha, him is still jar. So it's not like this one is rafa and this one is jar. They're both jar.
Yeah.
They sound different because
Mhm.
one sounds better than the other in certain cases.
Yeah.
That's all.
Mhm.
Okay. Is that clear to everybody about the sounds of them?
Yeah.
About the pronouns? So Jawad, you may interrupt if somebody has an issue with that. Okay. Let's keep going with our work on the mudaf ilayh real quick.
Okay.
Let's go to second column,
Number 2?
number 2. Yeah, ba'san shadidan. Is this a mudaf ilayh?
No,
or
because
no?
of its heavy.
And we can actually start incorporating some other work while we're doing that, so our minds are engaged. When two words have the same 4 properties, then they become noun adjective.
Yeah. No.
And we spent last 3 days before this, the first 3 days of this review, we spent on 4 properties.
Yeah.
So ba'san is nasab,
No.
nasab, singular,
Mm-hmm.
masculine, because there's no sign of feminine, and it's common
Yeah.
because there's no alif lam, right? We did that already.
Yeah.
Shadidan is the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So this means that this becomes the mawsuf. Now say this word for me.
Mawsuf.
Mawsuf. Here's how you write that. Mawsuf.
You want us to write that?
And no, just look at it. And then the next word, the adjective is called the
Sifa.
sifa. You could have one mawsuf and you can have lots of sifas.
Mm-hmm.
Mawsuf, sifa.
Yeah.
Okay? You can have that. In this case, I would say that ba'san is the mawsuf
Mhm.
and shadidan is the sifa. When you have mawsuf sifa,
Mhm.
then you take the second word, translate that first,
Mhm.
and then translate the first word.
Oh, okay.
Like in mudaf ilayh, you have a different thing. You say first word of
Yeah.
the second word, right?
Mhm.
With mawsuf sifa, there's no of.
Yeah.
It's just the second word
Mhm.
followed immediately by the first word.
Yeah.
Shadid means intense. Ba's means war.
Yeah.
How do you translate this?
Shadidan means war.
Intense.
Intense.
And ba's means war.
Intense war.
Intense war. And because it's common,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be the intense war.
Yeah.
It's going to be an intense war.
Yeah. An intense war.
Okay?
Mhm.
اتخذ الله. Is this mudaf and mudaf ilayh?
No.
Why not?
Because Allahu,
The word Allahu
the word Allahu, yes,
is
is
it's
Rafa.
rafa, therefore it can't be.
Yeah.
Al-hadithi asafan.
No,
Is this?
It's not because it has an.
Could it be mawsuf sifa then? Maybe
No.
that that either. You can't be
No.
that.
No.
Why not?
Because as-safan has tanween, and al-hadithi, it doesn't have tanween in slang.
Don't think about tanween. Think about the statuses.
Oh,
What
okay.
status is al-hadithi?
Al-hadithi, this is jar,
Yeah,
and that's
Yeah.
nasab.
and that's nasab. No
Yeah.
way.
No way. Sorry.
No way. Ahsanu amalan. Is this mudaf ilayh?
No.
No.
Because-
Is this? It's definitely not mudaf ilayh. Even though the first word is light, no al.
Yeah.
The second word, and by the way, these are all good examples of Arabic.
Yeah.
They're just not what we did.
Mhm.
So my way of teaching you guys is, I don't know what this is,
Mhm.
but I know what it's not.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm trying to teach you guys. So ahsanu amalan. Ahsanu is light, no al, but
Yeah.
amalan is what status?
Nasab?
Nasab.
So that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Could it be mawsuf sifa?
No.
No, because
No, because
the first one is
ahsanu,
that's Rafa, and
that's-
then
Is
nasab.
nasab.
Brilliant, Maryam. Ashab al kahfi.
So
The first one
Ashab.
is no al. It's like
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a
and then the
mudaf.
second part
Yeah, this is
the
jar. So
kafi,
this is mudaf and mudaf.
kafi,
Right?
It's jar. So
So it is
Yeah.
a mudaf mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's a mudaf mudaf ilayh, I can put an of in between, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So ashab is the companions, the
Okay.
companions of the cave.
Companions of the cave.
Companions of the cave. The story of the people of the cave.
Oh yeah.
That's the word for them in the Quran.
Mhm.
Ashab al-Kahfi, the companions of the cave.
Yeah, those
You can even translate this as people of the cave. That's
the
okay.
people who slept for like a long time.
Yep.
How long was it? Like 500 years?
No, it wasn't. We
Okay.
don't know how many years.
Oh, okay.
My interpretation of those ayat, Allah knows best, is that we don't know how many years,
Oh, okay.
but it was several years.
Several years.
Yeah, it could have been centuries. وَلَبِثُوا فِي كَهْفِهِمْ 300 سِنِينَ وَازْدَادُوا تِسْعًا. The ayah says they stayed in the cave 300 years and were increased by another 9. So it could mean 309 years,
Mm-hmm.
but there's another way of looking at those ayat. I gave a long explanation of that story because it's that important.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys should know the people of the cave. It's really interesting. This story is not in the Bible.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And it's not, the Jews don't know about this story.
Oh.
And the Christians, most of them didn't know about this story.
Mhm.
And this story happened, it could be said, maybe less than 150 years
Mhm.
before the prophet was born.
Oh, okay.
So it was not that ancient,
Oh, okay.
right? And it happened, and when it spread, it was spread in Greek.
Oh, okay.
So nobody that spoke Arabic knew the story.
Oh, okay.
And then some churches, what happened with them was the way the story spread was a totally different version
Oh, okay.
than what we have in the Quran. Totally different version, right?
How did they not starve? Like,
Allah put them to sleep
yeah.
and He fed them.
Oh,
Or He didn't
okay.
feed them, He didn't let their bodies starve.
Oh, okay.
Allah is the one who nourishes our body even when we eat food.
Yeah.
So He can nourish our body even without feeding us food,
Mm-hmm.
right? He can preserve us.
Yeah.
So He preserved them. Anyway, the story they have is a little bit different.
Mhm.
But the point is, when they came out,
Yeah.
people realized that's a miracle,
Mm-hmm.
right? So by the time they came out, it was the Christian religion
Oh, okay.
that had become popular.
Mm-hmm.
So people thought that this is an example of being a good Christian.
Oh, okay.
So churches started celebrating them as saints of the church.
Oh.
So they're churches of 7 saints
Oh,
and
okay.
7 sleepers.
Mm-hmm.
And then near Arabia, before the Prophet was born, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there were Syriac churches, right?
Okay.
And in some of these churches, you guys ever seen like murals in it, like pictures of murals in a church? Like they have windows that have stained paintings
Yeah.
on them and light comes through them, like they'll have a Mary thing or
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
So they have, I'll show it to you actually.
Yeah, it's like they have like the glass and then it's like a photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Do people
So
know-
these pictures
Mhm.
that I'm showing you right now,
Yeah.
like pictures like
Mhm.
these were painted by Christians to describe the 7 sleepers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's forbidden. Okay, well, yeah. So is their version of the story, but okay. There's no dog in this one. There's some of them that have a dog in them.
Oh, is that true? Like,
So see that dog
mm-hmm.
and these things,
Yeah.
right? But some of them are actually from churches, like ancient churches, like this one,
Yeah.
and how they got buried because they're according to their version, the king buried them alive.
Oh, okay.
Right, and that was a very popular story. And they used to have days. You know how we celebrate the month of Ramadan? We fast. They used to fast in certain churches in Syria and Syriac churches, Jacobite churches they call them. They used to fast on these days, and they used to have the feast of the 7 days,
Oh,
7
okay.
saints. And then the Quran answered the question about who these people really were and what really happened.
Oh, okay.
And so the Quran's way of describing it is way different from
The Bible.
the Bible never had it.
Oh, yeah.
So after the stories, the hymns that they had about them and stuff. It's really cool to compare what they thought
Mm-hmm.
and then what Allah said about them. Right?
You should do like a comparison, like you do.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it took like a year.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
long time.
It was work. Okay. So Rabbu Samawati.
Rabbu Samawati, yeah, because the Rabbu, it's light, no alif lam. As-Samawati, this is jar, so it makes mudaf and mudaf
It
ilayh.
makes a mudaf ilayh. Very good. Very good.
Sultanin. This doesn't make it because it's heavy.
Well, then let's see if there's something else. Sultanin bayinin.
Oh yeah, this could be
This could be non-adjective.
yeah, non-adjective.
Mawsuf sifa.
Mawsuf
Get used to saying that. Mawsuf sifa.
Mawsuf sifa.
Okay, so let's see if it might be Mawsuf sifa.
Sultanin. This
Both
is
statuses.
jar.
Jar jar.
Yeah.
Right.
One.
One.
Masculine.
Masculine.
Then common.
Common.
No, plural because it's sultanin. Sultanin means like
Proper. Plural.
Why is it proper?
because hold on.
What makes a word proper?
Proper if it's a name.
It's not a name.
It's not a name.
But then it's common.
There's common.
Oh, it is common. Yeah.
There's no guy named Sultan in Quran.
Wait, what does sultanin mean?
Authority.
Oh, authority. I thought it meant like a name.
No. Ayatillahi.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the word
because,
ayat or ayati, it's light, no other flam. The
Okay,
word
wait, stop there. Mariam.
ayati is light. It has no al, so that's a mudaf. And then Allah, the word Allah,
Good.
It's
Good,
jar.
good.
it's jar, so it'd be mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Allah. Excellent job. That's a mudaf ilayh. The sign, the miraculous signs of Allah. Yahdillahu. I think this is a mudaf ilayh.
I don't
I like it.
because
I like it a lot. Yahdillahu.
because it could be because this is light,
Yeah.
no alif lam.
Yeah.
But then the word Allahu, this is rafa, so it doesn't make sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, he got that Arabic. MashaAllah. Yahdillahu cannot be. Rabbukum.
Rabbukum, Rabbu. Oh yeah, this is
The answer should be quick on this one.
yeah because it's a noun, it's a pronoun.
Bam, done.
Yeah.
Yes. Boy, I want the whole kum comes from Japan and
Kum comes
means
from comes
samurai.
from antum. Antum means you.
you all.
You all, yeah, y'all.
Mm. The master of you all.
Master.
Wa'dallahi. This
Uh,
probably is not a mudaf
no,
because it has a
probably
ain.
No, I don't remember.
Because it has a wow.
My memory doesn't tell me wow and ayn doesn't make a mudaf. I remember
Wow.
it no alif lam and it's light that makes a mudaf, and then the word Allahi is jar. So this is definitely a bajillion, a gajillion, a million, quadrillion. It's mudaf ilayh.
Allah's promise.
Yeah.
Promise of Allah. We're just gonna skip la tumari. La is not even
Yeah.
an ism.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Thalatha mi'atin, number 50.
I think it
I think it's
is
a
mudaf.
mudaf.
No, yes.
Because
Because
the
it's
first one's
light, no
al,
alif
and then
lam.
Yeah.
it's
Jar.
You know what's really cool about thalatha mi'atin?
Mm.
Thalatha means three.
3. Oh yeah, because it's 3 words.
No, thalatha. The
four.
word thalatha means three,
Yeah.
and mi'a means 100.
Mm.
What does that mean? Is it
300.
3 of 100,
300.
which is like 3 times 100,
Oh,
which means
300.
300.
That's cool. It's
Okay.
4 words though, right?
No,
What's
it's
that?
no. Thalatha is mudaf, and mi'atin is mudaf ilayh. Where do you see 4 words?
No,
is one word.
because thalatha has 4 letters. I meant.
Oh no, it doesn't. Don't worry about the number of letters.
Oh, no, because I was just saying because like that's pretty cool. 3 letters. It means.
But it does not have 3
it has
letters.
4. Yeah, no, it has 4. 'Cause I
ooh. Ma'alladhina.
This is because it's a pronoun and pronouns.
No, ma'a is not a pronoun.
No.
Pronoun get tell.
No.
Where you get pronoun from?
The
No.
first one's light and no al, so
Yeah.
it could be mudaf.
And then
Ma'a is a special mudaf.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Page.
So this are
What page number?
automatically-
Page number? Page
Uh,
number? Did you put page
Page
numbers?
22.
22. Look, ma'a, second column, third word,
Yeah,
ma'a,
ma'a.
which means as soon as you see it, it's a mudaf, and I don't
Yeah.
care what comes after it, it's got to be a mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mhm.
Dunihi.
Dunihi. Oh yeah, this is mudaf.
Where? Where?
Dunihi.
Page 22.
Page 22. Bam, done.
Dunihi.
He comes from, Mariam, do the thing. He
He-
comes from,
He comes from Hua,
mm-hmm.
and it means he.
Yeah. Jannatu adnin.
Jannatu.
This is the first one's light, no al, and the second one's
Yeah,
jar,
so it's
yeah.
mudaf and mudaf.
Whoa, your mudaf ilayh skills have enhanced.
Yeah, this one's
Masha
not.
Allah. Masha Allah.
Yeah, next one. It's not.
La nafid al bahru.
No,
Why not?
because the
second one is
Rafa.
Your mudaf sensor is The force is strong with you.
My mudaf senses are tingling.
I gotta write that down. My mudaf sensors are tingling. I gotta use that. I'm gonna make a list of things that I'll make a t-shirt out of. My mudaf sensors,
Are you actually writing it?
yes, are tingling. Epic. طعام المسكين.
Yeah, this would be.
Because
Why?
the first one.
Because it's first, and that's jar.
That's an ending combination, right?
Yeah.
Ending combination, right?
Yeah.
Ending combination, right?
Uh-huh.
Ending combination,
Oh,
right?
wait, no, ending combination.
The answer's not on my face, Ahmed.
I know it's not. So,
Then look at it and tell me it's an ending
uh,
combination, right?
yeah, it's an ending combination.
No, it's not.
No,
That's-
Keeney's not an ending.
Oh, I thought you were
combination.
saying Eeny.
Yeah.
Eeny. Oh, yeah,
You should
never
have
mind.
read. Instead of looking
Yeah.
at his face, you should have read it.
You're right. Sorry.
The answer's not gonna be on my face.
You're right.
And when I'm gonna smile like that, that means I'm trolling you. And it's been working. So Eeny, like meeny, miny, or mo, is not a combination.
Yeah.
Ina, however, is a combination.
Yeah.
This is not a combination, it's just an
Uh-huh.
ending sound. طعام المسكين.
So wait, was it a mudaf and mudaf there?
Yes, of course it was.
Why'd you put X out of?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
You just got excited. So
My mudaf senses were not tingling this time.
okay, I'm only gonna do the hard ones now.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 7.
7?
Okay.
Oh no,
Because it's heavy.
Because it's heavy.
yeah.
You know what's crazy about that? واضرب لهم مثل الرجلين جعلنا لأحدهما جنتين من أعناب وحففناهما بنخل وجعلنا بينهما زرعا. Surah Al-Kahf. Many translations say, strike for them the example of 2 men. And I'm like,
Where do you get these?
why do you
from?
translate example of 2 men? It's not mudaf mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
If this was example of 2 men, it would have been mathala rajulaini.
Yeah.
But it's mathala rajulaini. It's
Yeah.
tanween.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't translate with the of.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes you don't just, you read a translation, you just want to like,
Throw something.
translations are frustrating. Ustad, which translation do you recommend then? Stop. We're going to do that together. But let me tell you, if you've been relying on translations to get like everything that the text is saying, sometimes the errors are so glorious. I don't know how else to describe it. I'll tell you a story. This is important because we're not just learning Arabic, we're learning Quran too, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So I was at a masjid where this fellow was promoting translations of the Quran. He had written a translation of the Quran. I was like, that's great. He wrote a translation of the Quran. And he was, you give the Jumu'ah khutbah and he's promoting his translation of the Quran. He wants to give it out for free and stuff like that. And he saw me in the audience. I was trying to kind of hide my face, but I got better at that now.
Yeah.
But I wasn't very good at that before.
Mhm.
So, especially when I travel outside the United
Yeah.
States, people recognize me really quickly.
Mhm.
Yeah, or Mufti Meg, like whichever. But so now I'm pretty good. I can go to a masjid, put a hoodie on, like do like this Assassin's Creed type like thing, and then attend all of Jumu'ah. And then last time I was in East London Mosque, where virtually everybody knows me at that masjid.
East London?
Yeah, in London. Yeah,
London,
it was a while back.
London.
So anyway, so I go there and I'm trying to hide, right? So I put my hoodie on. And I'm just like, I don't want to, because my friend was giving khutbah,
Yeah.
and he would get nervous if he saw me.
Mhm.
So my goal was nobody else should be able to see me, but I want him to see me when he's giving the khutbah, and I'm going to go and mess him up. That was my entire plan.
That's
But anyway, so so I'm there in the khutbah, got my head down, and the guy on this side, three guys down, he goes, he keeps doing this, like, and I keep going. But when I go too much this way, there's a guy on this side going, so I was like, but I survived. Anyway, after that, not that khutbah, another place where the guy is promoting his translation, he then at the end he said, "Brother, come here. You're Noman Ali Khan, right?" I was like, "Yeah, you like Quran, right?" I'm like, who talks like that? Yeah, I do. Yes. Because this is our translation. I want you to endorse it. Make a video endorsing this. I was like, I don't think I can endorse things I don't know enough about, but I can look at it.
Mhm.
So I looked at it and I just opened up a couple of ayat. You can tell there's certain ayat in the Quran.
Mhm.
You can go to their translation and you can tell if the translator knew what they were doing or not.
Mhm.
Right? So I go to one of those places
Mhm.
and it was horrible. It was horrible.
Mhm.
Like it was hard for me not to cringe when I was reading the translation of this ayah.
Yeah.
And the brother said, it's good, right? It's easy English. And I was like, it is easy English, but it's not a translation. He's like, why not? I was like, well, I mean, look at the khabar of laysa, and that's actually muqaddam, and you didn't acknowledge that in the translation at all. And your subject, which is the predicate, became the subject, and the subject became the predicate, and there's no ikhtisas, which was intended here. And so I pointed out like 6 or 7 things in the first phrase of the ayah, just standing there. And I didn't want to do this in public, so I pulled him on the side and kind of did it.
Yeah.
So, because brother, we really need your help. Can you edit it? I was like, if I edit your translation, I'll do nothing else with my life. But I don't say publicly which translations are bad or good or whatever. But I will say that we don't put enough work into that. So, like Sheikh Suhaib and I, one day I'll introduce you to Sheikh Suhaib. His parents are taking the class, by the way. Shout out to them.
He seems like a cool dude.
He's really cool.
Yeah.
And hilarious. But anyway, so Sheikh Suhaib and I are working on a translation of the Quran, right? And we're working on Surah Yusuf.
Okay.
And like my tafsir of Surah Yusuf is 108 ayahs now done.
Yeah.
And our translation must be 30 or so ayahs, because to translate one ayah, we have maybe an hour-long discussion. An hour just to figure out how to best translate, because it's not just about the Arabic, it's about the English. How would a 12-year-old understand it? How would a teenager understand? How would a non-Muslim understand it? What's more suitable a word?
Yeah.
You know, what have other translators done? Where are the gaps? It's a long discussion, but it's so rewarding, and that's something I want you guys to get to the point where I can include you in those conversations, like those geek out conversations I have with Sheikh Suhaib. That would fly over most of yours' heads right now because they're too technical. I want to get you guys to the point where I'm doing that stuff, but it's not on a phone call with him. It's actually public. And we're hashing it out together. That's what we're doing. So inshallah, that the time for that stuff will come. That's why I was daydreaming today. Like when I get you guys to a certain place, then my lectures and my talks and things like that, those are for a certain kind of audience. But when you get to a certain, like you can't take college courses if you haven't graduated high school kind of thing. So when I graduate you to a certain point, then we can have higher discussions, inshallah. And it'll be really beneficial for all of you. That's my vision for it, at least, inshallah. Anyway, so mathalan rajulaini would be no. What number 3, based on page 22? What do you think? Based on page 22, what do you think? Based on page 22.
Yeah, no, this is
the page before this.
Yeah,
slide.
this is mudaf mudaf.
Why, Maryam? Why?
Because it's a special.
That's it. Because it's special mudaf. Quick answer. So is number 11. Bainahuma. Quick answer.
Bainahuma. Yeah, this is mudaf mudaf.
Yep. Why is number 19 not a mudaf mudaf?
Because huwa, the word Allahu, it is rafa.
Also, a pronoun is never a mudaf.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Yeah.
If you see a pronoun, it can't be a mudaf.
Okay.
Can a pronoun be a mudaf ilay?
Yeah,
Totally.
for sure.
Mudaf ilay it can be. Mudaf it cannot be. Kilta al-jannataini. Kilta is actually it's always a mudaf. Kila in Arabic means both of.
Yeah.
And kilta is just vocabulary. Both of also, but both of for feminine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it's always like that. Light no alif lam, and then the next word is jar. So this is actually a mudaf.
Yeah.
Okay, so both of the gardens.
Yeah.
Both of the 2 gardens. Kilta al-jannatayn. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm satisfied with where we are with the mudaf ilay recognition.
Yeah.
Let's now move on, and the ones that we didn't do here are homework
Okay.
because we don't miss anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is.
And then so you guys are going to do what number are we on? 23?
We're on 15 actually because we skipped.
15. So 3rd column and 4th column.
Yeah.
Just finish those on your own, you guys.
This would be mudaf mudaf.
3rd column and 4th column. Finish them up. Okay.
Yeah.
But it should be pretty easy now, the recognition part. So I don't want to take class time for something that you can do on your own and do it well. Now go to page 25.
18, 25.
Oh,
okay. This.
I'll give you guys a few minutes. You can look at the answers on page 22 to fill in the blanks.
Okay.
I'll give you 5 minutes. Fill in all the blanks. You can take 22 out and have it in front of you so you can do work side instead of flipping the pages.
Okay.
So you can just put it between both of you right here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Team.
But I want you to fill all this out.
Okay.
So you're looking for the first word. What's the closest thing to the first word here? Bighair is the hard one. Bighair is actually the same as ghair.
Okay, so other than
Mhm.
the right, this. Okay, what all? Okay, this is beyond,
Mhm.
behind, beyond, behind you.
Good. Yeah, screen. Page 25, everybody.
Okay, this behind them. فوق, above. قاب.
Oh, it's qab.
قاب. No, yeah, that would
Yeah,
work. I think before.
Oh,
Back.
some of
بين. It's بين, between. Okay, which any? It would be this one, right? Yeah. It would be any of them. Do you want us to add like any of them? So like.
Mhm.
Okay, any of them.
Mhm.
Okay. بين, between two sisters. Okay, behind, beyond. Right, this would be it. Especially from. Especially.
Especially on our behalf.
Oh, okay. بعد after. دون. First one? دون. Oh yeah. Besides. And
So in عندك, the have has already been translated. Just translate the you.
you have.
Mhm.
You fell above.
Yep.
تحت, below. I forgot to.
BE. Just add a BE.
Yeah. Below. بين. It's between both of them. Alright, there. Done.
Okay. بغير الحق, without the truth. Other than or without. You can say without justification. Without justification would be okay. Or غيري would be the مضاف, الحقي would be the مضاف إليه.
Yeah.
وراءكم,
وراءكم, behind all of you.
behind you or beyond you.
Yeah.
And وراء would be the مضاف and kum would be the
مضاف
مضاف
إليه.
إليه.
Yeah.
خلفهم.
خلفيهم, behind them.
Yep. Maryam, you're going to do the next three. خلفهم, behind them. خلفي would be the مضاف and him would be the مضاف إليه. Good. فوق اثنتين.
Falca would be above.
Yep.
Above two women.
Above two women, which actually means more than two women.
Mm.
Above the count of two women is what the ayah is talking about. Okay. So above two women. فوق would be the مضاف. اثنتين would be the مضاف إليه. أيني could be نصب or jar, right? So this time it's jar. قبلهم, what did you get?
I got before them.
Before them is correct. And قبلي would be the مضاف and the him would be the مضاف إليه. بعضكم.
Ba'du is some of.
Yeah,
You all.
some of you. Some of you already makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, you wouldn't say some of you to one person. Some of you come with me.
Yeah.
Okay, just take my hand. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
When you say some of you, already means all, so you don't have to
Yeah.
say the all. So yeah, some of you, where ba'du would be the mudaf and kum would be the mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Baynana,
بيننا, between us.
yeah, between us or among us.
Yeah.
Bayna would be the mudaf, na would be the mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Ayyuhum,
Any of them.
any of them, it can also be which of them.
Which of them? Yeah.
Okay, which of them? Where ayyu would be the mudaf and hum would be mudaf ilayh.
إليه.
Bayna al-ukhtaini,
Between two sisters.
between two sisters.
بين
So
no.
where's the mudaf and where's the mudaf ilayh now?
Uh,
I've done that enough times now.
بين مضاف and then
Al-ukhtaini.
الأختين مضاف إليه.
وراء ذلكم.
beyond
Beyond.
that.
Beyond that.
وراء
مضاف
ذلكم.
ذلكم is
مضاف
مضاف
إليه.
إليه.
Excellent. لدنا.
لدنا, especially on our behalf. لا
لدنا, you're right. I helped him with that translation. Especially on our behalf. لدنك, especially on your behalf. لدني, especially on my behalf. لدنه, especially on his behalf.
Yeah.
لدنها, especially on her behalf. It's a loaded term. Okay.
لدنا لا would be the مضاف and then دنا would be
No, ladun itself is the mudaf, and
Oh.
then na is the mudaf.
Oh,
ilayh.
okay.
Yeah, ladun is one word on page 22,
Okay.
right there. Ladun. Where is it? Yeah, first column, bottom word.
Yeah.
Ladun. Right?
لدن, yeah.
بعد الفريضة. بعد الفريضة.
After the obligation.
Right after the obligation. What's the mudaf and what's the mudaf ilayh? Right. Excellent.
Yeah.
Duna dhalika.
Besides other than.
Besides that, very good. Duna would be the
مضاف.
مضاف.
ذلك would be the مضاف.
ذلك would be مضاف إليه. عندك.
You have in the is
the
مضاف
مضاف.
and ka is مضاف.
Ka is مضاف إليه. Excellent. فوقها.
Above her or it, and فوق is the مضاف.
فوق.
فوق is مضاف and then ha is مضاف إليه.
Good. تحت الشجرة.
تحت below the tree.
Mhm.
تحت is the مضاف and then الشجرة is مضاف إليه.
Good. بينهما.
بينهما between both of them.
Yep.
بين is مضاف and then هما is مضاف إليه.
Not so hard, is it?
No.
Okay. Good. Take 5 minutes. I want your minds fresh when we do noun adjective and we wrap it up for today's review.
Okay.
Okay.
Bismillah.
Maybe we can do two things today, noun adjective and harf of nasab. If we can get both of them out of the way, we should be good. I'll open it up to questions from you again, Jawad. Oh, sorry, Jawad.
It's okay.
Now I see it. All that time. Okay.
I kept changing the background to red over and over again. If you notice.
Sorry. Were there lots of questions that
There were, I mean, I tried to answer as many as I could in the comments.
yeah, maybe you should take them on now then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. No. So I think there were a lot of people asking about number 54 on the previous page. So we'll start with that. مع الذين. So مع الذين, مع is one of our special mudafs. So now all we have to do is we have to look for a mudaf ilayh. So we look at الذين, and remember a mudaf ilayh is very, very simple. It just has to be an ism. It has to be jar, right? It has to be a jar ism. الذين is an ism mawsul. We talked about it very, very briefly. Ism mawsuls are all non-flexible. Ism mawsul are non-flexible. So الذين could be rafa', it could be nasab, it could be jar. So ma'a is a special mudaf, and then we have an ism that could be jar after it, so it will be jar. So that means this is an idafa. I know the answer key says it's not, but that's a mistake in the answer key. This is an idafa. Pronouns are isms, but remember, something needs to make sense as well, right? So we can't just use any ism as mudaf, even if it doesn't make sense. It has to make sense as well. That's kind of, we don't mention it, but that's a extra rule for everything we learn, is it has to also make sense.
I know, and I had that for breakfast, but I had it like
Can pointing words be mudaf ilay? Yes, they can. Like, for example, the master of this house. رب هذا البيت. Page 14, oh sorry, number 14, page 25. عند. So when we look at the, I believe it's page 22. Yes, when we look at page 22 and we see عند on the table of special mudafs, عند has a lot of definitions. It can mean with, at, has, by, and you have to kind of understand the context to translate it properly. But usually it will be translated as with or have, right? Most of the time. In this case, if it's by itself, we'll just go with have. عند, so in عند is a special mudaf. The kaf at the end is an attached pronoun. It could be jar, so we say it is jar. So this is an idafa. That means you have. I know some people also were asking about like ayyuhum, which of them? Why are we using of here when we said that special mudafs don't use of? Kul, ay, and two others were at the bottom. They were separated from the rest of the special mudafs. Kullu, ba'du, ayyu, and ghayru. These sometimes they will have of. Again, common sense is a very, very good tool to have when it comes to translation. Sometimes we'll say special mudafs don't have of, but sometimes you need to use of in the translation. So inshallah, try to always keep that at the top of your head, in the front of your head, in the front of your mind. Try to keep that in the front of your mind, that when we're translating, we need to take some liberties to make sure the translation makes sense. We don't always translate word for word. And translation is something that we'll get into. Don't get too caught up over translations right now. Okay, let's look at 27. 27 on what page? 23? Shazia, 27 on what page? Sabine, not Sabine. Ayman. Can a mudaf ilay be also a mawsuf sifa? If two words are mudaf ilay, one of them can be a mawsuf and it can have a sifa somewhere else. Or yeah, but if something is in idafa, then those two words cannot be mawsuf and sifa together as well. Right? So if I have, for example, kitabuhu, his book. Kitabuhu can't be an idafa and a mawsuf sifa. It has to be one or the other. But kitab can have a sifa somewhere else. Or hu could have a sifa somewhere else. That's possible. Number 70 on page 23. Let me look at that. طعام المسكين is an idafa, but it's not mawsuf sifa. Okay, Shazia, page 23, number 27. Ma'uha, for ma'uha, let me just double check I have the correct number. I think this is the right number. Okay, number 27 on page 23. Ma'uha, ma means water. Ma means water, so we know it's an ism. And it's also marfu' here. Well, actually, we don't need to look at that. It's light, and it doesn't have alif lam. So that fits our criteria for mudaf. So now all we need to do is find a mudaf ilay. Ha is an attached pronoun. It could be nasab or jar, so we say it is jar. So we have light no alif lam followed by jar. And that together gives us an idafa.
I want like traditional Afghani food, sit down place.
Nazia, عندك, the kaf at the end means you. We get the have part from inda. Inda is what gives us the meaning of have. So the whole word together means you have. Oh, you're asking by you. Yeah, it can be you have, or it could be with you, or by you, or at you. It depends on the context it's used.
Oh, we're not on mute, are we?
No.
You are not on mute.
Oh, okay.
Mawsuf sifa can have a long distance relationship. Yes, it can.
That's what it felt like yesterday. That's what you just did to me.
Yasin, I'm not sure I 100% understand your question, but inda is nasab here, not rafa. If it was rafa, it would be indu, but it's inda. This is nasab.
Does that feel good?
Okay, everybody saw you. It's 11:41. Man, time flies. It's been like.
It's 12:41 for me.
Oh, it is. You're in North Carolina?
Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Goed, het cheese steak. Nou, echt hè.
Dang, it's so late for you.
I've been saying that since last Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Chico?
Have you met Mr. Beast?
Why is that the first thing everybody always asks me?
I don't know, because you live in North Carolina.
No, but he went to the Walmart near me once.
He did?
Yeah.
Did you see him?
T. Saman, what's your question? I'll answer it for
Obviously
you.
not.
Or I'll try to if I see it. I didn't see him, though.
We should do an ASMR. Hey, guys. As you can see. These shirts are like really nice. Look, guys.
T Saman, I'm waiting on you.
Ustad?
What? No, I said T
I
Saman.
thought I think he's talking to somebody.
Oh. Okay. T Saman is taking too long, so I'm gonna move on to somebody else's question. Page 23, number 47. So get that one. كل شيء.
The lighting makes my face look so bright.
كل شيء. كل is one of our special mudafs. Light no aliflam. We're good to go there. Shay. When we're looking for mudaf ilayh, we look for jaw. Shay'in is jaw. So mudaf ilayh. Light no aliflam followed by jaw. Or in this case, special mudaf followed by jaw.
I wonder what English is gonna sound like in 200 years. You want to put this back?
Amatul Subur on page 25, number 14. Why are we not translating the special mudaf? We are translating the special mudaf. The special mudaf is where we get the meaning of have on number 14.
If I had scratched.
Yeah.
Actually,
So عندك, it says
you still hit the ball. I saw
you.
that. I saw that.
Okay, it's a little bit weird the way it's listed. Actually, no, that's right. So it gives you the pronoun, and you're supposed to translate the special mudaf, right? So it gives you the pronoun, which is you, and you're supposed to get the meaning of have or whatever other meaning. But in this case, they used have. That's why the translation of عند is not listed on there.
They do the same thing.
The internet waiting.
The internet waiting for me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I could have taught the class. I'm
You
joking.
could have.
Nah, not really. I don't think I'm there yet.
Obviously not. But
Go to page 26, everyone. Bismillah wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.
The rules.
Jawad, are there any outstanding questions that you think I should address?
Is it the primary rule?
I don't think so. There were a lot of questions on
Sifa.
number 14, page 25, عندك.
Because I translate as a verb.
Yeah, I think it had something to do with that. They were asking. There were like a bunch of different questions about it.
We'll deal with that, inshallah. See, the thing is, right now we're going through phases, just to help you kind of wrap your heads around my plan, guys. So right now we are really focused on recognition.
Yeah.
Right. So we recognize something as a mudaf ilayh. We recognize something as a harf jar and its victim and whatever, but we're not as focused on meaning. We're not actually covering meaning yet. We're really mostly focused on recognition. Where I have focused on meaning is when it comes to pronouns, right? So I really want you to know your pronouns well. Slowly, when your recognition gets really good, then I'm going to start switching over to more and more and more meaning. So I know that you're eager to get into meaning. Like how do you translate عندك like that? How does that work? Right now, if you know that this works as a mudaf ilayh, how you go from that concept of recognition to actual meaningful translation, that's going to be a bridge we're going to build together, right? So be patient with me with that, but inshallah, there is a plan. Having a discussion about meaning ahead of time when your recognition is still under construction is premature. So let's really get your recognition solid, and inshallah, then we'll deal with meaning. Okay, so قولا ثقيلا. I'm on page 26. This is the first example. You can tell that some of them, even just by the way they rhyme, they probably are noun and adjective. They are probably mawsuf, and we're not going to use noun adjective before. That was when we were younger in semester number 1. We are in semester number 2. So we're going to call this قولا موصوف ثقيلا صفة. قولا موصوف ثقيلا صفة.
Sifa.
So both nasb, both
Yes,
singular,
singular,
both masculine, and both common.
Yeah.
Okay?
So you want us to write Mawsuf on the side box?
Yeah. الطامة الكبرى.
Oh, this is not Mawsuf and Sifa.
Well, let's see. They are let's start with the easier part. This one has al, so it's proper.
Yeah.
And this one has al, so it's proper. Are we in agreement that they're
Yeah.
both proper?
Yeah.
Okay. This one can be considered feminine because it has a round ta.
Yeah.
And this one can be considered feminine because it has al maqsura.
Yeah.
Are we in agreement that they're both feminine?
Mm-hmm.
They don't got to be feminine for the same reason,
Yeah.
but they're still feminine, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one can be considered singular because I don't see any other reason to think otherwise.
Yeah.
This one can be considered singular because I don't see any reason otherwise.
Mhm.
So proper, feminine,
Mhm.
singular.
Singular.
The only thing that I think may not match, let's discuss that. I'm thinking at-tammatu is rafa because it has
Yeah.
an u at the end.
Yeah.
But al-kubra ends with this guy, and I think there's a problem when words end with this.
Yeah.
What's the problem when
You-
words?
They're rough and nasib and
Yeah.
Right, R and or J.
Yeah.
Any one.
Mhm.
Well, if it could match,
It
It does.
should.
it does. So actually,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are noun adjective. The reason this is important, guys, is qawlan, thaqilan. You see how they rhymed at the end? So that was an easy catch
Yeah.
because they're kind of rhymey.
Mm-hmm.
But at-tammatul kubra is not rhymey,
Yeah.
but it's still a noun adjective.
Mhm.
So I don't want you to think in your head unless they rhyme, they're not noun adjective.
Okay.
Okay? That's why we had to really get good at the four
You gotta break
properties.
it down.
Yep. And breaking down means what? Four properties of the ism. Suhufan mutahharatan. Now I'll teach you a new trick. Suhufan is nasab.
Yeah.
Mutahharatan is also
Nasab.
nasab. Suhufan is singular. Mutahharatan also looks
Singular.
or they look singular. I will just
Yeah.
say they look singular. Suhufan is common. Mutahharatan is also
Common.
common. But you know what seems to be the case? It seems to be that suhufan doesn't look feminine
Yeah.
because there's no sign of feminine.
Mm-hmm.
But mutahharatan seems to be feminine.
Yeah.
When everything else matched
Mm-hmm.
and that one thing didn't match. What's the one thing that didn't match? This doesn't look feminine.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't look feminine,
Mhm.
but the next guy does, right?
Yeah.
You know what that usually means?
Mhm.
That usually means this guy is probably a broken plural.
Yeah.
And that's why this guy is being the singular feminine, the feminine adjective is being used.
Okay.
Because you know, if a word is, we remember we said we're treating it like a she,
Yeah.
right? Singular feminine. Let me tell you what that meant.
Yeah.
What is noun adjective? Noun or mawsuf sifa. Mawsuf means the word, and sifa is the word you're using to describe it,
Yeah.
right? So the Arabs said that suhufan is a broken plural,
Okay.
which means the word we will use to describe it is going to be a word we usually use for a girl.
Okay.
That's why the description will be girly, mutahharatan.
Yeah.
You see how it became girly by the
Mhm.
time marbuta?
Yeah.
Because suhufan is a broken plural.
Oh, okay.
Okay? That's what I meant. It's treated like a she. It's not a she on its own, but other words around it are going to pretend it's a she
Yeah.
to match with its qualities. That's why mutahharatan is nasab. Now, questions about that, guys?
So is
Online?
this Mawsuf and Sifa?
It is mawsuf and sifa. So when you have a broken plural, then the sifa may be singular feminine.
Yeah.
Okay? Questions about that, Jawad?
I'm still waiting for them to start rolling in.
Okay. Tahmid? Somebody's name or a question? Can you please explain again number 1 and 2? Yeah, I can explain number 1 and 2. Well, okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's see. Are there even numbers on here?
No.
No.
So I don't know what you mean by number 1 and 2. Oh, الطامة الكبرى and قول ثقيلة. No, you came late. I'll explain later. بلاء من ربكم عظيم. Here we're gonna have some fun.
Okay.
بلاء
Uh-huh.
is rafa.
Yeah.
عظيم is also
Rafa.
rafa. So let's see if we can compare bala'un and azimun together. Okay. Are they both rafa?
Yeah.
Are they both singular?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They both common?
Mm-hmm.
You could say that some words that end with an alif like that and a
Mhm.
hamza are feminine, but
Mhm.
not all words.
Yeah.
This is one of those words that is not feminine.
Okay.
Okay. So it's masculine, and azimun is also
Mm-hmm.
masculine.
Yeah.
That means that bala'un matches with azimun, 4 properties. Those properties, once again, are rafa, 1, masculine, and common. Right?
Yeah.
Those are the 4 properties,
Mhm.
and they matched up.
Yeah.
Because they matched up with this guy, rafa, 1, masculine, this becomes mawsuf.
Mm-hmm. And then that becomes sifa.
You don't have to write that in Arabic. And then this one becomes sifa.
Okay.
I'm getting the urge to write by hand, so I'm probably going to set something up day after or tomorrow, day after, because I want to recap stuff by hand. So I'll set up a camera so you guys can see my handwriting on the paper, inshallah.
You want it like dangling from the ceiling?
Ustad, we're getting some requests to go over the concept of Mawsuf Sifa.
That's fine. We can go over the concept of mawsuf sifa. In English, let's go through English first so you understand what the purpose of it is. If I say a new car, or I say the sleepy student,
Mm-hmm.
or if I say long class, or if I say delicious fruits,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Or if I say painful experience, right?
Yeah.
Car is being described as new.
Yeah.
Student is being described as
Sleepy.
sleepy. Class is being described as long.
Long.
Fruits are being described as
Delicious.
delicious. Experience is being described as
Painful.
painful. Car, in English, the car is the noun and the new is the adjective. Student is the noun, sleepy is the adjective. Class is the noun, long is the adjective, right?
Yeah.
So those are all adjectives. Delicious is an adjective, painful is an adjective.
Yeah.
An adjective's purpose is to describe a noun.
Yeah.
It's to describe a person, place, thing, or idea.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, in Arabic, let's use the Arabic terms. The new would be the sifa. New would be the what?
Sifa.
Sifa. Car would be the mawsuf.
Mawsuf, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the sifa in mawsuf and sleepy student?
The mawsuf is student and the sifa is sleepy.
Good. You work backwards. Mawsuf sifa. That's how you guys supposed to do it.
Yeah.
So long class.
Class is a mawsuf,
Yep.
long is sifa.
Good. Delicious fruits.
Fruits is mawsuf, delicious is sifa.
Good. Experience. Painful experience.
Experience is mawsuf, painful is sifa.
See, now you sound like you have a degree in Arabic. Painful is mawsuf. Oh, sorry. Experience is mawsuf. Painful is sifa.
Sifa.
Now, in English, what comes first? Sifa first or mawsuf first? In English.
Mawsuf.
In English.
In English, sifa.
Sifa first, mawsuf second.
Second.
In Arabic, if you were going to say these things in Arabic, it would be car new.
Cornel.
It would be student
Sleepy.
sleepy. It would be class long. And it would be
Fruits, delicious.
fruits delicious.
Mhm.
And this would be experience painful. Because in Arabic, they put the noun first, the mawsuf first, the
Yeah.
sifa
Mm-hmm.
second. So whenever you see these in English, you got to flip them.
Yeah.
When you see them in Arabic, when you translate it to English, you got to flip it back.
Yeah.
Okay? So far, everybody understand? Throw me a bunch of yeses. You understand what mawsuf sifa are?
That sounds something like Cole would say. Carnu, student sleepy, class long. Fruit delicious.
If you have Arab friends that are learning English, they talk like this.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh,
They say things like this because
that's how they're taught.
that's how they're thinking. They're
Yeah.
thinking in Arabic but talking in English.
They're Arabic is backwards of English.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like
You're wearing shirt good.
shirt good shirt.
They don't say good shirt. They say shirt good.
Yeah.
This your shoe new?
Oh yeah, my dad has an Arabic. It's like very good, wallahi, very good, wallah good.
So notice he'll put the
Mhm.
adjective second.
Yeah,
In English, you put it first. He puts it
Mhm.
because he's thinking in Arabic.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, okay, everybody's a yes. Yes.
This makes pretty good sense. Restaurant khulq.
Okay. All right. Great. Now that we got that far, The way to make this happen in Arabic
Mhm.
is you say, let's just say, walad, boy,
Uh-huh.
Muslim,
Muslim boy.
a Muslim boy, a Muslim
Boy.
boy. The reason we learn 4 properties is to make sure that you understand that this is an adjective of walad,
Mhm.
that the 4 properties of walad must match the 4 properties of Muslim.
Yeah.
Only then will you say that walad is mawsuf and Muslim is sifa. And then you can translate this as a Muslim boy. This is different from mudaf mudaf ilayh because first of all, you don't have to match anything in
Yeah.
mudaf mudaf ilayh. And second of all, you put an of there.
Mhm.
You don't put an of here. You put the second word as a description of the first word. You put
Yeah.
the sifa describing the mawsuf. Okay, a Muslim boy. And if I changed it to nasab, it would be waladan. Then Muslim would have to change to musliman.
Yeah.
And if this was waladaini, 2 boys, nasab or jar,
Mhm.
then the Muslim would have to also become muslimaini.
Mhm.
Okay, and if I said al-waladi,
Al-waladi.
al-waladi, that's proper now.
Yeah.
The Muslim would have to become proper too, al-muslimi.
Yeah.
Whatever you do to the first one,
You gotta do it. to
you
the
got to do
second
the second one.
one. Okay.
And that's when they match, only then can you say that the second one is an adjective.
Muslim boy.
The Muslim boy.
The Muslim boy.
The Muslim boy.
So how
Even
do
though
you-
you said the twice, you're going to
Mhm.
translate it once.
Yeah.
The second time it's there, it's only there not to be translated, but to match.
Yeah.
That's why it's there.
So you would say boy Muslim in English if you're
If you're writing a bad translation,
yeah.
yes.
Boy
Right?
Muslim.
Is this clear so far? No,
Yeah.
not always a Muslim. No.
We had a question
what?
if the sifa copies from the mawsuf or is it the other way around?
Sifa is a follower, so Sifa copies. Sifa copies the Mawsuf.
Mhm.
Okay, now. Kutubun, or no, kitabun,
Kitabun.
qayyimun. Okay?
Mhm.
Kitabun qayyimun, an upright book,
Okay.
meaning a book that has good values,
Okay.
right? The right kind of values,
Yeah.
the right kind of morals,
Mhm.
right? So kitabun qayyimun. Now you're going to help me. Kitaban,
Kitaban
change the word
Qayy-
qayyim.
qayyiman.
You see that, Maryam?
Yeah.
Qayyiman.
Kitabin qayyiman. Right?
Kitabin qayyimin.
Min.
Al-kitabu
Al-kitab or qayyimu. Al-qayyimu.
al-qayyimu. Al-kitaba
Al-qayyimi.
al-qayyima.
Qayyima. Yeah.
Al-kitabi
Al-qayyimi.
al-qayyimi.
Mhm.
So far so good?
Yeah.
Okay. No, let's do kitabani. Ooh,
Kitabani.
kitabani. What in the world? Kitabani what?
Kitabani qayyimani.
Good. Two rafa?
Yeah.
Kitabaini.
Kitab
What do you think we should do?
qayyimaini.
Qayyimaini.
That's pretty cool.
Al-kitabaini
Al-qayyimaini.
al-qayyimaini. So far so good?
Yeah.
Okay, now the hard part. Kutubun. Kutubun is a broken plural.
Okay.
So they pretend that it's one feminine.
Yeah.
So it's going to be qayyimatun.
Qayyimatun. Oh, okay.
Why did it become feminine?
Because of the Tamarbuta.
It's still matching it.
Yeah.
This one's feminine
Mhm.
because it's a non-human broken plural.
Yeah.
This one's feminine because we put a hijab on it.
Yeah.
It's trying to match that broken plural,
Mhm.
so I put dun
Yeah.
on it. لم يكن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين منفكين حتى تأتيهم البينة رسول من الله يتلو صحفا مطهرة فيها كتب قيمة. Which is قيمة.
Qayyimatun. Yeah. Why do they do that? Like kutubun qayyima.
That's a really good question.
Instead of saying.
Let's open up some
kutubun
Quran and show you.
qayyimatun.
And a lot of you have that question, so let me show all of you.
Is it because like you're stopping?
Yes, so you'll see. Let's open a Fatiha.
Okay.
Read that for me.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Now, when you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, I could say, wait, there's an E here. How come you didn't say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim?
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
Mhm.
You said Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Then you stopped at the M, right? Now the thing is, the Arabs from back in the day, barbecue days,
Yeah.
you didn't have to say this for them to know that it's E because they were that good at Arabic.
Yeah.
So when they stop a sentence, they leave off the last sound
Yeah.
and they know that you know. It's like a silent agreement, like
Yeah. Oh,
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You're like, I know, E.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's an understood thing.
Oh, okay.
So you don't end a sentence with, or wherever you lose your breath, wherever
Yeah.
you stop, maybe sometimes it's a long ayah, you didn't get to finish the whole ayah in one breath, right?
Mhm.
So whatever word you stopped at, you don't say the last
Yeah.
harakah. But this is actually something they used to do. That doesn't mean it doesn't have a status. That just means they're like so gangster at that point that they get it
Yeah.
without having to explain it to each other. Like
Yeah.
it's, you know, when people are play they're a really good team and they play well, sports well together.
Yeah.
I don't have to look at you to pass the ball at you,
Yeah.
right? Because I just know where you are
Yeah.
and you know that I'm going to pass.
Mhm.
It's like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's why Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And somebody goes, well, Ustad, you said that Ina is a combination, but I read Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It's Een, not Ina. Now what do I do? Here's what you do. Breathe and see that the Ina is still there.
Yeah.
And you don't have to say the ending part.
Okay.
Okay. So the same way now with words that have a hijab at the end,
Yeah.
qayyimatun,
Yeah.
that hijab, when you stop there, it doesn't sound like a ta, it sounds like a ha. So it
Yeah.
just becomes qayyimah.
Yeah.
Qayyimah,
Mhm.
right? But we know already that it's kutubun qayyimatun.
Yeah.
As a grammar student, I used to test myself when I started getting the hang of this stuff.
Mhm.
I'd be listening to the Imam and he'd say, and I memorized these surahs too, right?
Mhm.
Back then. So fiha kutubun qayyimah. And I'm like, but I memorized this qayyimah, but can I imagine what the harakah is going to be without looking?
Yeah. Would it change the meaning if you said qayyimatun?
No, you just sound like a tourist.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to speak Arabic like a tourist.
Yeah.
You want to learn Arabic like the Arabs.
Yeah.
Sound like you own it,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So that's why.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that clear to everybody? Why we leave off the ending?
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you for explaining that. I was curious about that for a while.
Okay. Now, adjectives can wait. A jar and majroor
Mhm.
cannot wait. A harf of jar wants to beat somebody up right away.
Yeah.
A mudaf wants to beat up a mudaf ilayh
Real quick.
right away. But a mawsuf says, hey man, if you want to match with me and you want to go take a trip a little bit,
Mhm.
it's okay. I'll see you later. Just make sure you still match though.
Yeah.
Just make sure we good if you match.
Yeah.
And so Bala says, hey man, I think you're great. Azim means great. I think you're great.
Yeah.
So you can go all the way over there.
Mhm.
So long as you still match,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Mhm. We chilling. We balling.
We ball in. And are they balling? Yeah,
Yeah.
because they match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So they can be far away and still match.
Yeah.
But Ustad, does that mean that we're going to find the noun in Surah Al-Baqarah and the adjective in Surah Al-Imran? No, it's not going to be that far away. Like 3 days later, somebody came and gave you an adjective. It's language after all. It's going to be a couple of words away.
Okay.
It's not going to be like, 30
Paragraph.
minutes ago,
Yeah.
I gave you a noun and I'm giving you an adjective.
Just imagine you give an adjective and then the
Then you come back later and say, good.
good.
So he's like, good what? You don't remember from yesterday? 4 properties? Okay, now sururun marfu'atun. Sururun marfu'atun.
Ustad, we had a question about broken plurals.
Okay, it's coming again, but go ahead. What is the question?
So in words like sururun and kutubun and suhuf, a lot of people are asking how come all of a sudden broken plurals can have tanween now?
How come all of a sudden broken plurals can have tanween? Broken plurals always had tanween. Where you been?
Where have you been?
So look.
You been wandering in the desert?
Let me tell you something about broken plurals. Let's take a few. Kitab is singular, it means
Yeah.
book,
Mhm.
right? And kutubun is
Many
a broken plural,
Oh yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And I say you can tell a broken plural when a word has, it's plural by meaning,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have a combination.
Mhm.
Well, guys, if it doesn't have a combination, then what's it supposed to have?
Then when?
If it can't have a combination, it has to have an ending sound.
Yeah.
So kitabun,
Mhm.
kitaban, kitabin.
Kitab
Actually, you know what? Not even this. Go to page 6, everybody.
6.
Yeah, page 6. We'll come back to 26. I'm glad you asked. What's the plural column for Muslim? Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Right. What's the plural column for Muslimatun? Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin. Now go here. The third one.
Yeah.
Qalam means a pen.
Yeah.
The rafa nasab jar is qalamun, qalamanan, qalamin. The pair is qalamani, qalamaini, qalamaini. There's no such thing as a broken pair. That only happens in marriages, but not in Arabic grammar. Okay? Qalamani, qalamaini, qalamaini. Now, the plural here, aqlamun means pens.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Pens.
Pens. That's a broken plural.
Okay.
Now, if I told you the meaning, pens, right? If I said it's pens, then you would say, well, it's plural by meaning,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have una, ina, or atun, atin. It doesn't have any of those. So if it's plural without a combination, it must be a broken plural. Now remember this: the singular has an un, an,
And
in. Broken plurals can also have un, an, in. Some broken plurals are weird.
yeah.
They don't let you do that.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that later. But for now, broken plurals have un, an, in, just like singular words.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the meaning, you would think it's singular.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to tell any difference. A question further than that, Jawad?
Some people are asking, when we have broken plurals, can you provide the singular version?
Sometimes I don't want to load you with vocabulary yet. I'd rather just give you, what we have at hand. So like sururun is beds, right? And I'm not even making you responsible to memorize what beds is, but sarirun is the singular. But I don't want to, even remembering sururun right now is a headache. I don't want that for you, right? A time will come where you will tell me that, but this is not the time for that. So this is the thing. We're going to battle, you and I, about what I should be teaching to you, because your desire to learn certain things is going to come, and I'm going to say, no, not yet. No, not yet. You're like, I can't do anything. I can't learn anything. He doesn't tell me any of the meanings. I have to look it up myself. That's fine. You can look it up. My interest is not to inform you. My interest is to teach you. Huge difference. If I inform you of something, you can forget it in 20 minutes. If I teach you something, you better remember it for life. The process I'm following is a teaching process, not an informing process. If I was going by an informing process, I would answer all of your questions. Doesn't matter if it was advanced, related, unrelated, had to do with your life, your best friend punched you in the face, whatever. I would answer it.
But it would have been done in like 10 days.
Yeah. Then you wouldn't keep on the track that I have a certain pathway let out for you, and vocabulary is coming on that pathway. So I don't mind reminding you of that. I know it might be annoying for some of you, but that's just the way that it's going to be. This is a dictatorial process in which I decide.
We're on a road and we're at a stop sign.
Yeah, and I'm the driver. I'm the angry bus driver. Pipe down back there. We're doing down the adjectives. So now let's look at the words sururun marfu'atun.
Yeah.
Look, the thinking process I want to give you today is these guys kind of look matchy.
Yeah.
On,
Yeah.
common, rafa.
Yeah.
But one. But one thing kind of seems off. This kind of seems like doesn't have any sign of feminine,
Yeah.
but this one does, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to see sometimes in Quran examples like that, where one looks masculine, the other looks feminine, but the rest it's still matchy.
Yeah.
When it's like that, chances are that this first guy is a broken plural.
Okay.
This is and that's why this guy became feminine,
Yeah. So,
because broken plurals want to be treated as singular feminine,
yeah.
right? So this marfu'atun comes along and says, fine, I'll treat you as singular feminine.
So
Okay.
it's still mawsuf.
Yeah, it's still sururun is still mawsuf, marfu'atun is still sifa, and this is because I told you that sururun means beds,
Yeah.
and actually it says there elevated beds,
Yeah.
right? So it tells you the meaning is plural already. Now, ka'asfin ma'kulin is 3 words. It's actually 3 words.
Yeah.
Bata,
Kaf.
kaf. Kaf is a harf of jar.
Jar. Yeah.
The harf of jar makes the next word jar. So asfin became jar. Because asfin became jar, ma'kulin, who wanted to be his adjective, gets eaten up
Yeah.
by jar.
Mhm.
It says, I need to match you in every way. So
Yeah.
asfin is singular, ma'kulin is
Yes.
singular, asfin is jar, ma'kulin is jar. Asfin has no signs of feminine, ma'kulin has no signs of feminine. Then asfin is common, ma'kulin is also common. Asf is hay, like horses eat hay,
Yeah.
and ma'kul means chewed up.
Oh, okay.
Ka,
eating
ka means
straw.
like.
Mhm.
So like
Like
eaten
eating
straw
straw.
or chewed up hay, like
Yeah.
that. فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. Allah. الفوز الكبير. Let's see if you can find the 4 properties matching.
Oh.
Status. Let's go status, number, gender, type, right?
Okay. Status of this is rafa.
Good. That's a match.
Singular.
Singular, singular. That's a match.
Masculine and proper.
Masculine and masculine, proper and
and
proper. Al-Fawz is success, Kabir is great. Notice the translation
The
says what?
great attainment.
The great attainment. Great success is probably better.
Did you make these yourself or?
The translations, no. The examples, yes. I wrote these by hand at one point.
Really?
Yeah. You know when I wrote this?
When? Was it like 2000? Like.
I was 20 years old.
20 years old.
Yeah. 22 years ago, I wrote this.
22.
We both weren't alive then.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
You were alive, but in the spiritual world,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but not in this world.
not in this world.
Yeah.
How does that make me feel? Extremely old.
It's okay. You're not old yet.
No,
Yeah.
not on the basketball court, at least. Let your brother know. Narun hamiyatun. Narun hamiyatun.
Okay. Not yeah. So it is arafa, singular,
Yes. It seems like narun is
feminine.
being considered feminine
Yeah.
because hamiyatun is feminine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because
it's
it's-
plural.
No.
Because the
Really?
name is fire and
There's lots of reasons to be feminine. It could be because it's a broken plural.
Oh,
It could be because
because-
it has a certain ending. It could be because it's a word on page. I don't forget.
Oh,
Say-
because
oh, it's
Arab
not-
said so.
Arab said
Page
so.
one. Page one. Page one.
12.
Thank you. 12.
6. 12.
6 is Muslim. Muslim. Muslim.
Oh, no.
That's gonna turn into a meme. Somebody's gonna pause that frame where you're going, ah, and I'm holding this. The dream program.
The terror program.
So narun hamiyatun.
Yeah. So this
Yeah,
is
it's a noun and adjective.
Yeah.
Li ghulamaini yatimaini. Love it.
Okay.
Li is a harf of
Jar.
jar. And the aini in ghulamaini has to be to jar now.
Jar,
We
yeah.
can no longer say to nasab or jar.
Yeah.
It's
jar.
definitely jar because of what?
Jar.
Because
Harf
of
of jar.
because of the harf of jar.
Yeah.
The li means 4.
Yeah.
Ghulamaini means boys.
Okay. 4 or 4
For 2 boys.
or 2.
Now let's see if the word orphan matches boys.
Okay.
Is yatimaini also to jar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it also masculine?
Yeah.
Is it also common? Yeah. That's why yatimaini is describing ghulamaini.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're going to say for
Yeah.
2 orphan boys.
Yeah.
Li ghulamaini yatimaini.
Yeah.
Maghanimu kathiratun. Off the top, you can tell that maghanimu is going to be a plural.
Yeah.
You can tell because the adjective is
Grins.
feminine,
Oh, yeah. Feminine.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is one difference here. And the difference is that maghanimu is light. Did you
Yeah.
notice that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And kathiratun is
Heavy.
heavy.
Mm-hmm.
A word has to be light for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Mudaf is a reason. Definitely not a mudaf right now,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a place or a non-Arab.
Yeah.
Remember Yusufu, Yusufa, Yusufa?
Yeah.
That's not the case right now.
Yeah.
It's not the one being called. That's
Yeah.
also light. Not the case right now. This is actually partly flexible. Partly flexible
Oh.
means ends with u, ends with a, and ends with a,
Yeah.
right? But what I told you so far is partly flexibles are either places or non-Arabs.
Yeah.
You will learn over time that there are other kinds of partly flexibles
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
Some broken plurals are also partly flexible, not all, some. And you can just tell when you read Quran, oh, this one's going to be a partly flexible. Meaning the rafa of maghanimu is maghanimu, the nasab is maghanima, and the
Mhm.
jar is also maghanima. A similar one is masjid. Anybody know the plural of masjid in Arabic?
Masjidu, masjida.
The plural.
The plural. Oh. Masjid.
I've been to a lot of
Masjids.
Okay, that's the English plural. Masjids. Masajid.
Masajid. Oh yeah.
Masajid means masjids.
Yeah.
It's a broken plural, but it's partly flexible.
Mm.
So actually, the Arab says masajidu, masajida,
Masajida.
masajida. Even though the singular is perfectly fine, masjidun, masjidan, masjidin, the broken plural goes a little crazy.
Yeah.
Okay?
So this is.
So that happens sometimes, and inshallah, that's a later study. When does it happen? When does it not happen?
Yeah. So this is. All
This-
of these are mawsuf.
Yeah, all of these were mawsuf sifa. It's just about helping you understand how they work. Okay? Then we did the harf of jar already.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do those again. We've done the harf of, can you recite the harf of nasab for me?
إنك أن بأن ليت لكن لعل.
Good. I just want to read this with you guys on page 28, I believe it is. Yes, it's page 28.
Ustad,
Yeah.
we're getting a number of people asking if a fragment can be both idafa and mawsuf sifa at the same time.
It can be. It can be part of both. It can have elements of both. And inshallah, we'll combine all that when we start doing analysis. When we put it all together.
I meant if the same fragment can be both.
Yeah, it can be. But two words at the same time, no. So if I say Rasulullah, for example, or let's say Kitabul Haqq.
The book of truth.
Very good. Quick translation. Kitabul Haqqi, the book of truth. 5 on that one. Impressive. Kitabul Haqqi, the book of truth. It's not going to be noun adjective. It can only be either mudaf ilayh or mawsuf sifa. You can't have it both ways. But if there's a third word here, maybe there's a mawsuf sifa thing going on. But two words can only have one kind of relationship. Right? So you can't have multiple relationships between two words.
Yeah.
It's either jar majroor or harf nasab and victim or mawsuf sifa or mudaf ilayh, but not both at the same time. No, that's impossible. Okay?
Theoretical.
Not even theoretical. Heretical.
Heretical.
Okay.
Should make that a t-shirt. Heretical.
No, please don't. You know what heretical means?
No.
Heretical means when someone says something that is against the religion.
Oh, okay. No.
Okay. Now these words inna, anna,
Anna,
ka'anna, bi'anna, layta, lakinna, la'alla, they are different from the harf of jar because not only do they make the word nasab, they can wait. A harf of jar can't wait. It wants to beat up somebody right after.
Yeah.
A mudaf can't wait. It wants to beat up the mudaf ilayh right after. But a mawsuf, remember the mawsuf?
Yeah.
Mawsuf can wait,
Yeah.
and the sifa can be later on and say, hey, man, I'm still matching. Okay, so we good? Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good. So they're okay. And a harf of nasab says, hey, you can go wherever you want. Just make sure you're nasab.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Don't bully me.
Okay. So it can be farther away, but still be nasab.
Nasab.
Look at number 1 in the examples on page 20.
Ajran.
It's some nasab.
Anna lahum.
So you have anna, which is a harf of nasab, right?
Yeah.
Anna is a harf of nasab. Lahum by itself is a jar majroor.
Yeah.
Because a lam is a harf of jar, and whatever comes after it becomes the majroor.
Yeah.
So that's definitely not nasab. Plus, anna can't make la nasab anyway, because anna is supposed to make an ism into something.
Yeah.
Lam's not even an ism. The story I told you, I'll repeat, is Anna said, hey, lam, you want to be nasab? And lam said, what? No, I'm not even an ism, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a harf. I don't have properties like that. You should ask an ism, though. That would really be good for you. He says, okay, I'll just go ask hum. And lam says, excuse me. Hum is in a very serious relationship with me. I'm the jar, and hum is the majroor. He's not interested in no nasab, okay? Keep it moving. Then inna says, oh, can't have la, can't have hum. Hey, Ajr, you want to reward me with some nasab? And Ajr says, sure, yeah, I ain't doing nothing, so you can nasbalize me. So Anna made Ajran nasab.
Nasab, yeah.
Okay? That's why Ajran, you see the alif there? Remember the Musliman, you write that alif?
Yeah.
That's why it's there.
Oh, okay.
Anna lahum Ajran. What does this tell you? That actually tells you that what two words are actually connected, even though they look separated in the ayah.
Anna Ajran.
Anna Ajran are together, and lahum is together.
Yeah.
Right? But it doesn't look like that in the Arabic.
Yeah.
But for the grammar student, they know the actual connection is between anna and ajran.
Yeah.
Right? When we start translating sentences, I'll come back to this idea because what is connected should be translated a certain way.
Yeah.
What people do sometimes is they translate anna as if it is connected to lahum.
Yeah.
They translate anna as if it's impressing upon lahum and
Yeah.
translate ajr separately, which is totally wrong because that's not what anna was affecting,
Yeah.
right? And if you're not good at grammar and then you don't understand the relationship between grammar and translation, then you're going to miss out on stuff like that. Okay, so we'll just do one or two quick examples and then I'll give you something from Quran today. La'allaka. Let's do la'allaka.
لعلك. Where's لعلك?
Then it's number 3. Number 5, sorry.
Number 5. Oh,
Fa
okay.
la'allaka. Fa means so.
So
La'alla is a harf of nasab.
yeah.
Can you prove that to me?
Yeah. لعل.
Inna,
إن
أن،
أنا كأن
كأن،
بأن
بأن،
ليت
ليت، لكن،
لعل
la'alla. La'alla is a harf of what now?
نصب.
Therefore, whatever comes after it immediately, at least, if it's
Nasab.
attached, should be nasab.
نصب applies.
So the ka here is nasab, right?
Yeah.
Now, where does ka come from? We did that exercise today?
jar.
No.
No.
Ka, that's a harf of jar in the beginning.
Oh,
this
this
is not in
comes
the
from
beginning.
antum.
Is it? Antum?
No, anta.
Ka comes from
Anta.
anta, meaning
You.
you.
You all.
not you all.
You. Oh, you.
Antum is
Yeah.
you all.
You all, yeah. You. No. Ah.
It happens. Pronouns do that to people.
Yeah.
You know, you have to become a pro
Okay.
at those nouns.
Okay.
Okay. So ka comes from anta, meaning you.
You.
La'alla means hopefully.
Hopefully
What does
you.
la'allaka mean?
Hopefully you.
Hopefully you. La'alla can also mean maybe.
Maybe.
So then la'allaka would mean
Maybe
maybe
you.
you. Okay. La'alla can also mean so that.
So that.
So that you.
So that you.
Right. So there's different meanings of la'alla. Okay. See, what number is this?
9.
Number 9.
Yeah.
إِن يَقُولُونَ إِلَّا كَذِبًا. Where's the harf of nasab?
Harf from nasab is in
Where?
at the beginning. The very
Read it
first
out
word.
loud.
In
It says inna.
or innay.
Innay?
Innay.
Read it again.
In or this says in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not a harf of nasab.
Oh, it isn't. Yeah.
No, I wrote that there so you would make that mistake.
Oh, that's
'Cause,
mean.
yeah. Don't make a harf of nasab where there's no harf of nasab.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we believe in the unseen, but not like that.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, last one for the day.
Okay.
Inna.
In
Like inna a'tainaka al-kawthar.
yeah.
The harf of nasab is not inna.
Yeah.
The harf of nasab is inna.
Inna. Yeah.
So that alif is extra.
Yeah.
Where did that extra come from? It actually came from na.
Nah. From
Now, where's na? It's the attached version of
nah. Wait, nah.
na.
Huwa.
Oh, nah.
Na.
Ana.
Ana.
No.
No, nahnu.
Oh my God.
No.
What?
Yes, na comes from nahnu.
Oh yeah, it does.
Na comes from nahnu. Okay, so it was going to be inna na,
Inna.
right? So the attached version would be nasab.
Yeah.
But sometimes the Arabs like to say inna na, and sometimes they like to smush those noons together and just say what?
Inna.
Inna. But inna and inna na are all both two words.
Yeah.
You have to remember them as two words. What are those two words? Sorry. Inna
Inna.
plus na.
No.
Could be innana or inna. Inna means certainly, for sure.
Yeah.
Na means we.
Yeah. Certainly.
Certainly we, or certainly we both.
Yeah. Certainly we both.
Okay. So if I say, where's the victim of inna? In inna,
Mm-hmm.
the victim is in here, the na part.
Yeah.
The na part, the alif
Mhm.
part, the noon alif part. That's got
Yeah.
kind of mashed together.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you an example from Quran today. Something to remind us why we're doing what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Surah As-Saba.
Saba.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ayah number 2.
I never heard of this.
Today you have.
Yes.
Allah says, يَعْلَمُ مَا يَلِجُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. He knows what goes into the earth. وَمَا يَخْرُجُ مِنْهَا. And He knows what comes out from it.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you know some Arabic. في الأرض is a jar مجرور.
Yeah.
في is a حرف of jar. الأرض became
Jar.
jar. منها is a jar مجرور. بعد كاف لام واو من, and the ha comes from here,
Yeah.
which
So,
means she.
She.
The she is the earth because the earth is feminine according to the
Feminine, yeah.
Arabs. So far, the ayah means he knows what goes into the earth and what comes out from it.
It. Okay.
From it instead of from her.
Yeah.
وَمَا يَنْزِلُ, and what comes down, مِنَ السَّمَاءِ, from the sky. مِنَ السَّمَاءِ, from the sky. Min is a harf of jar. As-sama means sky.
Sky,
It
yeah.
became jar. So he knows what comes down from the sky. وَمَا يَعْرُجُ فِيهَا, and what goes up into it. Fiha. Fiha in.
In
Ha is her.
her.
The her is the sky because the sky, according to the Arabs, is feminine.
Feminine.
Okay. So وَمَا يَعْرُجُ فِيهَا. وَهُوَ, and he is, who has the independent pronoun.
Yeah.
We translate that as he is. Ar-Rahimul Ghafur, the most loving and the always loving and caring,
Right.
the extremely forgiving.
Yeah.
Now, this is a unique ayah in the Quran because over 70 places in the Quran, Allah says these names. These names are Ghafurun,
Rahim.
Rahim. And you've heard that many, many, many times, which means forgiving and loving and caring. Right?
Yeah.
But this is the only place in the Quran where Allah said Ar-Rahim first and Al-Ghafur second.
Yeah.
It's different from all the other places in the Quran. So why would Allah do that? Why would He change the order of words like that? So let me tell you a little bit about that, because what I want you to appreciate in the course of study of Arabic language
It
is
was.
how perfectly Allah speaks. Like how you've heard it before. Every word is perfectly placed. No human beings could do that. I want to give you an example of that every day. Okay. So let's talk about those two things. Loving and caring versus forgiving.
Forgiving. Yeah.
If I had a dirty cup
Yeah.
and I wanted to, let me put the screen away for a moment. I'll come back to the screen. If I had a dirty cup and I wanted to drink, what do I have to do first?
Clean it.
Clean it.
Wash it.
Before I put the good stuff in, I got to get the bad stuff out.
Yeah.
Make sense? On Judgment Day, before we can get the good stuff, which is Jannah,
Yeah.
we have to remove the bad stuff, which is our sins.
Okay.
So on Judgment Day, we need forgiveness.
Yeah.
And then we can get Allah's loving care.
Yeah.
When Allah says He's forgiving, loving, and caring, well, to get to the care and the love of Allah the way He wants to give it to you, the first thing He will do for you is what? He will forgive you.
Yeah.
So you have to seek His forgiveness so that you can get His loving care. The two things are connected to each other, right? But like Ibn al-Qayyim says, our principle in Arabic, إِنَّ دَرْءَ الْمَفْسَدَةِ مُقَدَّمٌ عَلَى جَلْبِ الْمَصْلَحَةِ, meaning removing the harmful comes first, adding the good thing comes second. Is the same way, like if you go to a doctor that wants to take care of somebody got injured, right? And they've got like metal or rust or dirt or something from the accident on their wound.
Yeah.
Is the doctor just going to stitch it up or is he going to clean it
He's
first?
gonna clean it.
The same way our sins have to be cleaned off,
Yeah.
then you can do the healing. Then you can do the loving and caring, if you will. You understand? So, which Allah always talks about human beings.
Yeah.
And when He talks about human beings, He over and over again mentions, I'm going to remove the harmful stuff from you first.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who can do that. So I'm Ghafur. And then on top of that, I'm also the one who will love and care for you.
Yeah.
So that's Rahim, right? That's why it makes sense everywhere in the Quran that Ghafur comes first and Rahim comes second. Makes sense, the order, right? Because it's always talking about human beings, and that's what human beings need. But this ayah,
Isn't that Mawsuf and Sifa?
we'll see later on that it's not. It looks like it.
Oh, okay.
I will say that it looks like it, sure. But there's more Arabic than Mawsuf Sifa when matches happen.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so matches are a big thing.
Okay.
Now let's come to the ayah. He knows what goes into the earth and what comes out of the earth and what comes from the sky and what goes up into the sky.
Yeah.
Those are the four things He said. So let's write those out over here so you can visualize it. He knows what goes into earth and what comes out of earth, and then what comes down from sky and what rises to sky.
Yeah.
Right? There's four things. Okay, these are the four things. Now you see all four. So these are the things Allah talks about.
Yeah.
And what goes into the earth? Use your imagination. What goes into the earth?
Water.
Sure. What else?
Uh,
Seeds,
Seeds. Yeah.
right? And what comes out of the earth?
Plants.
Plants come out of the earth. Very good. What else? And what comes from the sky?
Water.
Rain.
Rain comes from the sky.
Yeah.
And what goes up to the sky?
Dead people like this.
Water.
Well, vapor.
Vapor. Yeah.
And forms the clouds,
Yeah.
right? So what goes into the earth is the water. What goes into the earth is the seed. What comes in out of the earth is the plant. What comes
Yeah.
from the sky is water. What rises to the earth is rises to the sky is the vapor,
Yeah.
right? This is the one ayah in the Quran where Allah mentions these two names of His. That's not talking about people.
Oh, okay.
What goes into the earth does not need forgiveness.
Yeah.
What comes out of the earth doesn't need forgiveness.
Mhm.
What do they need first and foremost? They need Allah's loving care.
Yeah.
But actually, indirectly, this ayah is also talking about people.
Mhm.
Because just like seeds go into the earth,
Yeah.
human beings also
Go.
go into the earth
Yeah.
one day, right?
Yeah.
All of us have to go into the earth one day,
Yeah.
right? So what goes into the earth can also be about death,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And what comes out of the earth? Well, we're going to come out of the earth on
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
But don't we doesn't our spirit our ruh go up?
Our bodies will rise.
Oh, okay. No, like whenever we die, doesn't.
What's coming? What comes down from the sky? Well, what comes down from the sky, we said, is rain,
Yeah.
but also rizq. Rizq means provision, meaning
Yeah.
everything you're going to eat, every person you were going to meet, every experience you were going to have, all of it comes from the sky. All those decisions come from the sky.
Yeah.
Guidance also comes from the sky.
Mhm.
Rizq, so I'll put rizq here. I'll put guidance here,
Mhm.
right? Allah's commands here.
Yeah.
All of that comes from the sky.
Yeah.
And water is just one kind of rizq, but
Yeah.
all other kinds of rizq.
Mhm.
Your the teachers you're going to have, the students I'm going to have, the family you're going to have, the experiences you're going to have, the food you're going to eat, the clothes you're going to wear, all of that's rizq, and all that
Yeah.
decision is coming from the sky, right? We didn't decide that.
Yeah.
So what comes down from the sky, and what rises to the sky is souls. When people die, their souls travel,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and our deeds every single day are taken up to the sky,
Mhm.
right? So we've got four things. Death we go into the earth.
Yeah.
Judgment Day, we come
Rise.
out of the earth.
Yeah.
What comes down from the sky is provision
Yeah.
and Allah's commands. And what rises to the sky are souls and deeds. Now listen to this carefully. At the time of death,
Mhm.
people around a person are crying.
Yeah.
People love them.
Mhm.
People care for them.
Mhm.
And they're about to lose them, or they're afraid they're going to lose them,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And sometimes people die all of a sudden, like in a
Mhm.
car accident or something
Yeah.
like that. But then sometimes people are in a hospital and they're sick, and now the
Yeah.
doctors are saying we don't have much time left, and
Mhm.
slowly it's approaching, right? And
Yeah.
then even the doctors give up, and that kind of thing happens,
Yeah.
right? And that's something that happened with me. That happened with my sister,
Oh, okay.
right? She was a year and a half older than I am. She was my best friend in life.
Yeah.
But she passed away a couple of years ago, rahimahullah. So when that moment comes and it's
Mhm.
so painful,
Mhm.
what do you have to remember? I could care for her. I could give her a hug. I could tell her I love her.
Yeah.
But the earth that she's going into, who's going to take care of her there?
Allah.
Yeah, Allah will love her and care for her more than I could ever do.
Yeah.
Isn't it true that you could love somebody and you can care for somebody, but you still can't actually take care of them the way they need?
Yeah.
Isn't that possible?
Mhm.
Just if one of my children had a tooth problem and their
Mhm.
tooth is hurting, no matter how much I love them, no matter how much I care for them,
Mhm.
I can't do anything other than take them to a doctor.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of their pain. You
Mhm.
understand?
Yeah.
So, but now she's in someone's care
Mhm.
whose care and love is way more than any love and care
Yeah.
I could have.
Mhm.
But one day, even she, like me, is going to come out of the earth.
Earth. Yeah.
And when we come out of the earth,
Yeah.
all of our deeds are going to be shown.
Mhm.
And when our deeds are shown, we're going to need them to be forgiven,
Yeah.
right? So in this ayah, first, what is talked about is what needs love and care.
Yeah.
And the second thing that's talked about coming out of the earth is the day we all need what? Forgiveness. Allah says in this ayah uniquely, وَهُوَ الرَّحِيمُ الْغَفُورُ. The one, his loving care is mentioned first,
Mhm.
and his forgiveness is mentioned second. And notice the subject matter. What needs love and care is mentioned first. What needs forgiveness is mentioned second. Now come again. What comes down from the sky? What did I say comes down from the sky? Rizq comes from the sky, which is a mercy from Allah. It's a loving care from Allah. If Allah didn't love us, didn't care for us, why would He send us things that we can consume?
Yeah.
Allah sends His guidance because He loves us. He wants us to live right. He wants us to avoid trouble in our life.
Yeah.
That's why He sent His guidance. Allah sent His commands because He wants us to stay away from trouble.
Yeah.
These are all acts of Allah's love and care.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that comes down from the sky is rahmah,
Yeah.
is loving care from Allah. But what goes up to the sky? Our souls will go up and our deeds will go up, and our souls and our deeds need what? They need forgiveness. So once again, you've got something that talks about something that shows Allah's loving care, followed by something that needs Allah's forgiveness. And both times, after saying both of those things in this ayah, Allah ends this ayah uniquely with وَهُوَ الرَّحِيمُ الْغَفُورُ. He is the always loving and caring, the extremely forgiving. So it's as if Allah tied this part. Let me show you what goes into the earth and what comes down from the sky with His loving care, and what comes out from the earth and what rises to the sky with His forgiveness. So you see what happened? Blue to green, blue to green. So the names also went blue to green.
Yeah.
So they match up.
That's really cool.
This is what made me, when I was studying this stuff, I was like, how come nobody ever told me? Because the more I studied this stuff, the more it dawned on me, that's just God talking. That can't be human.
Yeah.
Who talks like that?
Mm-hmm.
Who does that?
Yeah.
You know, it settles inside you more and more that this is the speech of Allah.
Yeah.
More and more and more. Not to debate with somebody else, but for your own heart, for your own self. Ya Allah, the way you speak. You know,
It's magnificent.
yeah, it is. That is the word for it. And sometimes I'd be studying this stuff. There's one time I was studying an ayah like this one, and I was listening to somebody and taking my notes, and then it occurred to me and I just had to stop and go play Street Fighter for 20 minutes because I had to just take it in. It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, I don't just study this stuff and I don't just teach this stuff because I love teaching.
Mm-hmm.
I love getting you to the point where you can fall in love with Quran. Like when you could do that, I could tell you there is no joy in my life more meaningful than finding connection with the Quran and finding the power of Allah's words just hit you like a tsunami, like they just hit you.
Yeah.
It's the most amazing thing. It's the most incredible thing. And that's the journey we're on. So yeah, it's going to be tough. Yeah, pronouns are going to be hard to remember. Kum is antum is going to be annoying. Harf of jar, oh my God, what do they all mean? Oh my God, special mudafs too? I feel like a special ed student now. Like, you're going to have all those concerns. Fine. But look at the treasure that lies at the end, man or woman or child or old uncle, auntie, whoever you are.
Or baby.
Or baby. Whoever you are, whatever your struggles are, whatever your reasons are to say this is too hard, or I don't have enough time, or there's so much to, let me tell you, it only depends on what you're going to get out of it. It depends. You will make the time. You will make the effort. You will change your mindset when you know something is worth it. If you truly believe that we're going to get there, because I believe I can get you there. Allah knows. I believe I can get you there. I'm pretty far. And if you truly believe that, then this journey will become joyous for you. It won't have any stress or anxiety in it. You guys will enjoy learning this stuff. You guys will enjoy making those mistakes.
Yeah.
And I'll enjoy clubbing you every now and then. So with that, inshallah, I'm 11 minutes over. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikr al-Hakim.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. Have a wonderful day or night, whatever part of the world you're in.